What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another live installment. I am your host, Max. How's everything going? It is Monday. We are in the start of a new week, and we are the Colorado Buffaloes are preparing for their next game against Arizona State, which I think they're not going to have a problem with. They're not going to have a problem with that game. I want to talk about the remaining 7 games. Let's see, 2, 4. So yeah, 7 games left in the season. They kick off with Arizona State this Saturday. That's going to be what is it? A 6:30 p.m. game, and then following that game is Stanford. Then they go to UCLA, then Oregon State, Arizona, Washington State, and Utah. So the only I see them actually running the table here, which is very impressive considering the things that happen, the injuries and things like that. I also want to talk about the play calling. And I went back and watched the game again, mainly the last 5 minutes of the game. That was very important. Even though they managed to score still, because Jimmy Horn scored, they managed to score, but I watched the last 5 minutes, and even the announcers were questioning why are they running the ball, and because they didn't have any more timeouts left. So think about it: you're down, and you needed a score, and then you need the ball back. You need to have opportunity to get the ball back. So really, 5 minutes is almost like 2 minutes in that scenario because no more timeouts remaining. Okay, why run the ball? And then they were taking their time to set up. Even though they managed to score, though, it was impressive that they scored, especially against USC. So going into the next games, that's a major plus. That's a major benefit there. Even though they lost the game, even though they lost the game, they had a new star emerge, Omarion Miller, and you would say Cormani McLean as well. And also they're injured still. Travis eventually be back. So they're going to be even stronger now with these newfound weapons. Also, Shiloh Sanders at some point, he'll be back. I saw in practice, Miles Slusher is working out again. So at some point, he will see the field again. So it's just been a lot of nagging injuries. But despite the nagging injuries, they're still above 500. Nobody had them even at this point right now. Nobody had them. A lot of the experts, I did, but a lot of the experts didn't. But experts, they're just giving their opinion just like everybody else. The only difference is they've been around a while, and a lot of people respect their opinion, but they're still just giving their opinion anyway. But you know what's crazy about this? Despite everything that's going on, the questionable play calling, they're still doing good. Just imagine how the potential, just imagine how good this team is right now, even though they were just put together and a lot of them just playing together for the first time. They only brought back a few people from last year's team that went 1-11, but now they are sitting in a position right now where I think they're going to win it out. I don't see any problems against Arizona State, but anyway, we'll get back to that. But let me get to the play calling. Okay, so I watched the game. The last 5 minutes was important to me because I wanted to talk about it. Remember, no timeouts remaining. 5 minutes left. They need to score, right? Which they did score. But it was so much time has elapsed that all Caleb Williams had to do was come in the game and take a knee. That was it. The game was over. It was very bizarre. And also the kicker just kicked the ball right to the guy. Just kicked it to him on a onside kick. I honestly believe in that situation they should have used Mata because his experience playing soccer in Brazil, and he did very well in Brazil playing soccer. and also Mexico. So he has that soccer background, which means that he can put the right English and know how to place that ball where it needs to be. So I would have went with him, not taking away anything from Feely, but Mata has the soccer background. So I would have went with him. But before that, they started running the ball. Now, we all know that they need to keep the defense honest, right? Even I said it before the game, they need to establish a running game to keep the defense honest. But in that scenario, you have to abandon the running game. You gotta play the scenarios, and you gotta play what's given to you. You gotta play the cards you're dealt. And they didn't play the cards they were dealt. This is not on Shedeur. He has to go with the calls that are being played, that being sent to him. Now, it was at one point Shedeur ran the ball. I was okay with that because he felt like he didn't have any other option but to run the ball. And during that game, he was doing very well running the ball, and he also ran one for a touchdown. So I was okay with him running the ball, but to keep from getting sacked. But Omarion Miller was hot. He was hot. And then he had a real big catch where he tiptoed and he leaned in to make sure he stayed in bounds and he caught the ball. It was like Randy Moss-esque, and Randy Moss learned how to do that by playing in Minnesota with what's his name? I can't think of the wide receiver right now. Chris, it's Chris something. That's where he learned how to do that. And that's what he did. He had the hot hand. He was not dropping anything. He was what you call, he was in a zone. And Shedeur was in a zone too, throwing it to him. They both are in a zone. And also the wide receivers are doing pretty good. Jimmy Horn caught that touchdown. You also have a capable tight end that can catch the ball. They needed to play passes to the sideline so they can stop the clock. And I don't know why he ran it. I just don't. And even the announcers were questioning him, and then crowd started booing. Now there was some allegations of point shaving. I don't think that this is a case of point shaving. Even if it was, you got to prove it. So there was some serious allegations of trying to help the youth. Well, for anything, if they were point shaving, it didn't work. It didn't work. And I know where that's coming from. You know where I think that's coming from? The people saying, "Oh, he point shaving and stuff like that." That's coming from people that lost money. People lost money on this, and people had the potential to win a lot of money. Because if they had came back and beat USC, a lot of money would have been won in Vegas. A lot of money. So just a lot of people salty that the ending of the game transpired the way it did. That's why. But I didn't see any indication of that wasn't even the first thought that came to my mind was point shaving. It wasn't. Now, did that go on in the past? Of course it did. Yes, it went on in the past in several other games that were notable in the past. You can even go back to Rothstein and the fix with the Black Sox. You can even go back in history on that. And yeah, points. It's sometimes it happens with the refs betting on games, but I didn't see that indication here, and nothing stood out to me to say, damn, they trying to throw this game. The only thing that was questionable was the run. Why are you sitting up here running? So it wasn't on the players. The coaches have to be honest with themselves. It wasn't on the players this time. It was on you. This was the players. Excuse me. This is the coaches. Excuse me. It was the coaches. Play calling. This team actually, if now that you look at it, to what they did so far, their only test is really this season is probably just going to be Oregon and USC, and they already played them. It ain't gonna get no harder than that. I think they can run the table here. Now, yes, they have to still play Washington State, which is no joke. They're ranked 13 right now in Utah. And they're gonna have a game because every team that plays them for the remaining of the season is gonna bring their A game. Every team, because they want the spotlight. They know that the spotlight is with them. They're the biggest show in town. I call them the greatest show on turf right now. They are. They're the greatest show on turf. We used to well, who we used to call that? The St. Louis. Was it St. Louis? The Rams? We used to call the greatest show on turf when they had Kurt Warner in them. We used to call them the greatest show on turf when they won the Super Bowl that year. And then we also called Michael Vick that, the greatest show on turf. But now they're the greatest show on turf because they had a record number of viewership over the weekend. They might not have that record this weekend, but they may have it again. So they have a huge upside and people see it. They actually could have beat USC. That's crazy. For a team that just got put together, they're actually better than people think they are. They're a lot better than people think they are. And then we had an offensive lineman get hurt. And the one that came in to replace him, he was more than capable of doing his job, and he did. The offensive line came through, even though he still got sacked, but they still managed to come back like that. It was just the poor play management, time management. That was on the coaches that lost this. It wasn't the players. Because Omarion was having a great game. And speaking of Omarion again, there's some conflicting information. I know that Coach Prime said after the press conference after the game, he was surprised by it because he said Omarion wasn't having a good practice. But then I saw another clip today. They said he's always been doing that. In fact, I had made a video right before the season started. It was the way he lined up. I forget. I have to go find it. I was like, yo, this kid is good. Like, this kid is good. And I started researching. He was a 4-star. So he always had the potential. He was always good. It wasn't that he just woke up and did that. He was always good. He just needed an opportunity. Sometimes players just need an opportunity to get in the spotlight. Just put them in the spotlight and see what they can do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not going to have a good practice because you guys got some great defensive backs on that team. So maybe they're going to drop some passes in practice when they lined up against Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Or they got Shiloh breathing down their neck. Y'all got some good quality defensive backs, man. You know what I'm saying? Amari Cooper, he's nice too. He's not a run-of-the-mill defensive back. He's pretty good. Then you got Slusher out there, and then you got a host of others. Yeah, they're gonna battle it out in practice. They're not gonna because just because they're that good. But you got to give them opportunity. You know what I'm saying? We may not have seen him if Travis was out there. We may not have seen Miller. He may not have gotten his opportunity. You guys got talent on the bench that you got to utilize. If you utilize your talent, yes, eventually Travis and Shiloh and Slush, they're coming back. So you guys going to be okay. But I do like Silman Craig. I like what he's doing. The last couple of games, he don't got him an interception. I think all the games he don't got him an interception. So I have to keep him out there. But the thing is, you guys have then I would start thinking about I got to give the coaches some credit because maybe they're holding their cards for the tail end of the season. You know, maybe they are, maybe they not, maybe they are, I don't know. Because Smoke is not hurt. So I don't understand if he was able to do well against the University of Florida and other SEC schools, why can't he do the same here? Did he forget how to run? So I'm thinking, are they holding him until this week coming up and then for the rest of the season? Because they're going to try to run out. They can actually run out and win the rest of the games. They can go undefeated. Now, this is a new season for them. Oregon and USC is done. They treat it like a new season. They run the table. They go so they go 10-2. That's very respectable. They go 10-2. They go 10-2. That is awesome. They're gonna run the table now. There's no way since they play Oregon. Oregon is good. Now that I know that they're good. USC is good. I don't care what nobody's saying. Oh, USC, and yet they're good, man. They are. So they got through. They got they got through those games. These other games should be. I'm not even worried about these games. That's how I believe in the team. I'm not worried about the last games. They're gonna win them. Watch. They definitely gonna beat Arizona State, but they can't sleep on Arizona State though. They have a running game, and they got a running back that's built like the Hulk. I don't know. They need to check his blood, man. He is jacked up. They got a jacked up running back like the Hulk. So they got to do something with him. And their quarterback is good, but I still think they can pull that off with no problem. This is a game they're going to win with no problem, right? And then the other games they can win with no problem. They can go on down to the Rose Bowl and play UCLA with no problem. There should be no problem. And to go to end the season at 10-2, and they of course they're going to be bowl eligible. They're going to be bowl eligible. That's a given. They just got too much talent on the team. Okay. Travis will be back eventually. Then, oh man, get ready for something when he come back. But speaking of Travis, he's almost the reason why they came back like this, because he told them to keep Miller in the game. They wanted to take, you believe that they want to take him out? What's wrong with these coaches, man? If you got this kid, you got to believe in your players, man. Like 100%, you got to believe in them. So it's just the way things happen. He just he zoned in and he had a great game. And even though he been riding the pine all this time, why was he riding the bench and he's that good? You don't just, I'm telling you guys, you don't just get that good overnight. No, not the plays that he were making. No, no, sir. You don't get that good overnight. That takes work. But especially that one, because Shador trusted him. So why would he trust him? Because he know what he's doing in practice. That's why. He know what he had. And that kid was open. And with that one play where he caught down the sidelines, that was a very tight window. But Shador is very accurate. It was a very tight window, and he caught it with one hand. I saw it. He caught it with one hand. He single-handedly brought them back, man. He did. You just don't get that good overnight. I don't care what the coaches say. Oh, he's having a bad practice. Well, why did he do that? Why did he do that? The talent is there. You also have Willie Gaines. You're not using him. You're not using him. So maybe it's not enough ball to go around. That's only sense I can make of it. There's not enough ball to go around. Everybody can't get in because you got Jimmy Horn. I'm not taking him out, right? I'm not taking Weaver out either. Then if Travis in there, you're not taking Travis out. So I get it. I get it. I get it. You know, everybody not going to play. But he had such an amazing game. And I know people say, "Oh, it's just one." Some haters and talking about it's just one game. Go look at his high school highlights. Go look at him. He's a 4-star. No, this is not a fluke. He's just good. And also, I don't know where the guy from Baylor at. I think he gone? Where is he? Is he hurt? He might just be hurt. You don't have no Larry Fitzgerald on the bench. That's why I'm questioning the coach. That's why I'm questioning the positional coaches. You don't have no Larry Fitzgerald on the bench. So you telling me if Larry Fitzgerald there, he gonna ride the bench? Larry Fitzgerald. No, you're not gonna sit Larry Fitzgerald on the bench. You got some people on that bench that are bona fide ballers. Maybe that's just how good the team is. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't gonna play. I said in the beginning of the season, it's like an all-star team. You know, it's like an all-star team, man. Now, you guys should have stuck with the running game in the beginning of the game, not in the last 5 minutes. That ain't on Shador. That ain't on him. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. It's not on him. But shout out to Coach Prime. You know, he's diplomatic about it. At the end of the game, he said, I like to thank my players and my coaches. That's what he said. That's what he said, man. So he's diplomatic. He has to be, actually. You know, he's the head coach, so he gotta be. So I understand it. But I would love to be a fly in the wall on them during them team meetings, though. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall during the team meetings. Why were y'all running the ball when you got Miller out there with the hot hand? You got Weaver out there. You got Horn out there. You got Mikey out there. That's all you need right there. Right. That's all you need. That's all you need. Now, you go with them. Don't y'all practice a 2-minute drill? Well, that 5-minute drill was a 2-minute drill because y'all didn't have no more timeouts remaining. And y'all turned it into 2 minutes because y'all kept running it. So really, that last 6 minutes was your 2-minute drill. Y'all got to practice those, right? So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. The game is over. They learn from their mistakes. Nobody is perfect, but point shaving, no. I don't agree with that. And if it is the case, you got to prove it. You feel me? You got to prove it. But that's not the first thing came out of my mind. The first thing came out of my mind, like everybody else, why are you running the ball? Do you not know that you ain't got no timeouts? So that's pretty much it for that. It's unfortunate, though, because they could have won that game. That's crazy. They could have put themselves in position to win it. But they would have needed some defensive stops, though, to get that ball back, you know, because that clock was running. They had no timeouts. Actually, no, it was done. After that, it literally, after Jimmy made that touchdown, it was over. The game was over. That's kind of suck, ain't it? The game over. The game was over. And then the kicker kicked it right into the guy's chest, right into his hands. It's over with. That's when the game was really over. And then Caleb took a knee. And that was it. It was very bizarre to waste all your timeouts like that. It was very bizarre. But, you know, they learn from it. Nobody's perfect. You know, they learn it, you know. But they better than me. Like, I'm looking at them like they're the experts. I'm not a coach. They're the experts. One was a former head coach. So they're the experts, you know. So I hold them to a higher standard. Give me a second, Ant. I hold them to a higher standard. I never coach, but I know you don't run the game like that with no timeouts. So that is what it is. Yeah, that it is what it is there, you know. But the remaining of the games, I expect them to go undefeated in the last remaining heading into the bowl season. They are going to be undefeated. That's what I expect. There might be a nail biter with Washington State and Utah. Those are going to be nail biters, but they can win it. They're that good. Why do I say they can win that? They got bona fide NFL caliber running backs riding the bench. The only thing I can make sense of it is they're holding them until next week. That's the only thing I can. If they don't play them next week, then there ain't no more else I can say about it. The only thing else I could say is, let's say if you get somebody let's say that the running back from Alabama want to transfer, I would tell him to stay put. No. You don't want to go there. You might be riding the bench. You know what I'm saying? Because they talk about practice. So you might want to stay where you at. Smoke is not garbage. He's not. He's not garbage, man. I'm just you can't make sense of it. Nobody can't make sense of it to shut me up. You cannot make sense of it. It's just some people don't want to keep it real, man. They don't want to keep it real. I'll listen to somebody talk, right? Somebody saying, "What's up with Smoke? Why ain't putting Smoke in?" And you just want to talk, you just want to talk or whatever and get brownie points, you know what I'm saying, with the team and not. No, people respect people keeping it real. Why they ain't putting Smoke in? And I hope that one of the reporters answer that question. I mean, ask the question to the coaches. Why ain't you putting him in? I can see McCaskill. Okay, you trying to work him back in the system and all that. I get it. Not with Smoke because he's on special teams. That means he's not injured. And laying big hits like he's doing as the gunner, he's not injured. Why aren't you not putting him in? Now, somebody said, well, they think that they took McCaskill out because he missed a block. Well, what the other running back got trucked. He stayed in the game and he got trucked. He got trucked and he stayed in. There's no reason for it, man. There's no reason for it. You got to get coaches, you got to give these kids a chance or you're going to lose them. You're talking about this is the last time I'm going. No. Y'all going to struggle next year if you don't get it together. No. Y'all mismanage your talent. No, you're still going to struggle. You can, even though you're going to win out because Travis coming back, you're going to win out. But you can't, y'all can't even play NFL caliber running backs. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. I wish somebody can explain it. Like, okay, the reporter. See, y'all reporters are scared up there, man. Y'all scared to ask real questions, man. I know he cut y'all. I'm like, yo, coach, I ain't finished my question. Y'all got to say that. Don't let him cut you off. Like, coach, I'm not finished my question. You cut me off. What's up with Smoke? That's what y'all got to do. Y'all sitting up there acting like y'all scared. I would simply say, hey, coach, man, you got an NFL caliber, 2 NFL caliber running backs. You're not playing them. Coach, are they hurt? What's going on? Now, if he say, well, they're not having good practice, then I'll say, okay, coach, I got another question for you. Hold on. Y'all reporters, because y'all ain't asking nothing anyway. Coach, I'm not done yet. I got another question. So if he's able to do well at Kentucky, and you saw what McCaskill do at Houston, why can't they do it here? What's the problem? Y'all playbook ain't that damn intricate. What's the problem? Like, what's the problem? I would have pressed him. Yeah, he got a gold jacket, but you can still press him. Y'all weak with those questions, man. Talking about like what do they say? They talking about well, has he always been this mature and he's trying to do brownie points? He ain't studying those brownie points. He don't respect that. I know he don't. Talking about, well, yeah, that pass he threw, like, when was he able to do this? He's been doing it his whole life. He's been groomed to do this. He already answered the question. He answered the question weeks ago that Shedeur has been groomed to do this. He's been groomed to do it. He's been groomed to do it. He's always been playing quarter. He's always been doing that. He's been doing it since high school. It's just that y'all don't know. Y'all ask some real questions, man. Like, why McCaskill not playing? Why Smoke not playing? How did you miss Omarion Miller? How did you miss that? You know what I'm saying? Or give me one of those press passes and let me start questioning in. Let me do that. You know? Let me just he don't have to answer. He could easily say, well, guys, Smoke is hurt. He got some nagging injuries. And then we'll answer our question. They're like, okay, that makes sense. Okay, he got some nagging injuries. That makes sense now. Instead of sitting up there asking dumbass questions, y'all questions are off, man. It's like y'all scared. Don't be scared when he cut you off. Just like, no, with all due respect, coach, I'm not finished my question. So hold on a second. I guarantee you he respects you because I'm a Leo too. We respect that. We respect that. It's just that Leos come off a little rough. We do. But we're nice people. So all you got to do is say, coach, you cut me off. Because he cut reporters off. I'm like, coach, you cut me off, fam. I'm not finished my question. Oh, no, but I already got, I don't care what you got. I'm not finished my point. And then he'll be like, my bad. He'll do that because he real like that. But y'all know how to handle him. Y'all know how to handle him. He's already answered y'all questions about Shedeur already. We all know he can play. He can play. It just y'all didn't know. And then you sitting up here asking questions about Jackson State. He ain't at Jackson State no more. Be prepared for the questions. Watch the damn game and jot your questions down. I know they think I'm a piece of work. I don't give a damn. When you reach my age, you don't give a damn no more. I don't have no more fucks to give. I really don't. In my life, that's just how I am. I just don't have no more fucks to give. Not at my age. So I'm like, coach, what's up with Smoke? What's up with him? He's like, well, what's up with him? I'm like, what's up? You tell me. He's sitting up there having a great career at Kentucky, and he's a graduate student. You play experience. He's experienced. That's what y'all should be on. I say, coach, man, this is my last cut. This ain't no question. Y'all should be undefeated right now, fam. Y'all should be undefeated. Y'all should be undefeated. And the matter of fact, I'm asking one more question. What's up with the running in the last 6 minutes of the game? What's up with the running? What's up with your offensive coordinator, man? You know? What's up with your offensive coordinator? Oh, he would have been done with me, but it's all good, though. It's all good. I'm not trying to get no press passes. I don't give a damn about no press passes. When I do go to the game, I'm going to be up there in the stands with the fans. I'm not trying to be in nobody's face. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do that. Not at my age. You know what I'm saying? I follow him since I was a kid. You know, Dion, I know him as Neon Dion. You know what I'm saying? But I would have pressed him about that offensive coordinator. You sitting up here praising your coaches. What you praising somebody running for in the last 5-6 minutes? He lost the game. He lost you the game. You got a quarterback with a Rolls Royce for an arm, a laser for an arm. You got a wide receiver that's catching everything. I mean, this kid, like he had extra sticky thing on his gloves or something. He was catching everything. I don't know what Deshaun Jackson said to him. I don't know what he said, but he listened. I don't know what T.O. said to him or Travis said to him, but what he did, he was listening to y'all. Whatever y'all, when y'all were coaching him, Travis, when you were coaching him, he was listening. And then I would have said, why y'all gonna keep taking him out the game? No, you keep the man in the game. He's the man. You keep the man in the game. And that'd have been it. Then the press conference would probably been over. Press conference would have been over. It would have been over. It would have been over. That's it. What person in the press do they need to be up there? They need what's his name up there? They need Bob Costas up there. Y'all need somebody. Like, yo, man, talk football with him. You know, he'll respect it. But anyway, I know I'm a piece of work, but so what? What's up, Ant?
Yo, what's going on, man?
I know I'm wilding, yo. I know I'm wilding.
No, you keep it at 100, bro.
I keep it at 100.
My question, the question I would have asked Coach Sanders is, what is up with your poor clock management?
No, it's not him.
Oh, no.
It's the offensive coordinator.
Why is your offensive coordinator have very poor clock management skills? Doesn't he have played a set of plays for a 2-minute offense?
No, the only thing I can explain, everything can be explained, but they have yet to explain it. But it had to have been the heat of the moment. The heat of the moment, nerves, the stress. that causes it. Believe it or not, he's human.
I'm not expecting him not to make mistakes, but even still,
now he's not a Dom Capers. Let's put it that way. Dom don't make, he ain't making no mistakes.
he's
not a Dom Capers
or Ray Rhodes or Sherman Lewis.
Man. He's not that. But I would say the heat of the moment, it could have been anything. It could have been the quarterback didn't call that play because I watched it again. It wasn't the quarterback. Now, that run that Shedeur made, I'm okay with that run because he probably didn't have a wide receiver open.
Right.
And he felt the need to run the ball. And he was very successful in running the ball. So I'm okay with him. But running it to your smallest running back and running up the middle, oh no, fam.
No,
you don't do that. You don't do that. The crowd started booing. Yeah, the crowd started booing, man.
I didn't get a chance to catch the game because I was busy with family stuff over the weekend, but I'm definitely going to try to watch the replay this week. My thing is you're supposed to mix it up between running the ball and passing it. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Not making it too damn obvious as well. I mean, my thing is, how you going to keep, throwing the ball, and then run the ball, and you haven't developed the run game? You got to set up your run game sometime in the first quarter. Run the ball 2 yards here, 5 yards there. Do whatever it takes to keep your offense on the field and their defense on the field. That's what you do. Try to produce. If you can't, don't try to keep trying to throw the ball every 20 or 30 yards. Sometimes a short pass here and there doesn't helps, but so does running the ball as well. Spread their defense out. If you have to, run plays towards your sideline. Run an no huddle. Make it difficult for USC or for any of your opponents to try to make substitutions. Try to catch them off sides. Things like that. It's the little things. It's the intangibles.
Bro, he need Ken Dorsey, yo. I know he with the Bills, but he wouldn't have done that. Ken Dorsey wouldn't. The quarterback from Miami. You remember Ken Dorsey? He looked like a nerd, but when he was really the quarterback.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's the offensive coordinator with the Bills. He wouldn't have called that.
No,
he told to air it out.
Another good offensive coordinator that probably would have told him to throw the ball or find a way to mix it up. T. Martin.
Yeah, T. Martin. That's right. Yeah, he is an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I think he's also.
Before. Wait, hold up. What's his name go there? Eric Bieniemy?
Eric Bieniemy went to Washington.
No. Where did he play football at?
He played at Colorado.
Yeah, he's the offensive coordinator. Where is he the offensive coordinator at?
With Washington now.
Yeah, Washington. Yeah, go get Eric Bieniemy, Coach Prime. Coach Prime, get Eric Bieniemy, man.
He's a former Buffalo.
Colorado.
Yeah, he's a former Buffalo. He knows how. He knows the culture.
Bring him back to Colorado, man. Eric Bieniemy. He's an offensive coordinator. Bring him back.
Exactly. Like, you gotta find offensive coordinators always have plays for 2-minute offense, when to throw it, when to pass it. And usually offensive coordinators will always go over with a quarterback. What plays do you like? What plays do you want to use?
Time out. Yo, Capital City Fence. What's your favorite food, yo? Hold up, Ann. I gotta ask him his favorite food. I gotta ask him his favorite food because I'm gonna get him up out of here. But I don't need your favorite food. But man, you take some Cheeto Frito Lays, you know what I'm saying, and take yourself to the bushes, man. I don't need you here commenting. Get out of my comment section, man. Talking about where y'all coach at. I just said I wasn't no coach. I'm giving my opinion. But now I don't want you to talk no more. So you're gonna get up out of here. Anybody else? Busy, I'm reaching. Okay, so you name me one offensive coordinator on the planet that got no more timeouts left that will call running plays. Name me one before I send you to the bushes. Yeah, well, my opinion is off, but I don't need you to comment no more. You out of here too. Blizzy, you out of here too, man. Y'all get out of my comment section, man. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. I'm Kim Jong-un in the comments today. Get out of here, yo. Get out of here.
Yeah.
What's up, John? I see you. I'm Kim Jong-un tonight. Well, if it's lame, well, then you got to go. Hold up. I'm banning people left and right, yo. I don't need them here. I'm just giving my opinion. Now, Antoine, they sitting up here mad, and you name me one offensive coordinator that will run the ball and ain't got no more timeouts left. Name me one.
None.
Okay, then. So, am I saying anything wrong?
Nah.
Am I reaching?
Nah.
Yeah, I'm just not kissing no ass. I'm being objective here. He what he did was poor. Of course they were gonna lose the game.
Yo, no.
Okay,
I mean,
I'm emotional. Like, do my voice sound like a female? Man, get up out of here.
Oh.
Too. Yeah, I had to ban a few people. They got me messed up.
My question is, any offensive coordinator that does something like that will no longer be an offensive coordinator, no matter what level of football you play. No matter what it is, whether it's college, whether it's the NFL, the CFL, the XFL, the USFL, the Arena League, NFL Europe, it don't matter. Because it's all about managing the clock. It's all about using your timeouts when you need to use your timeout.
Hold on. Lucius Tate, I actually got the game on my other channel. I went back and watched it. They called running plays. That wasn't an audible they called. It was a few of the running plays. They were not audibles. He lined up and then he gave it to the running back. It wasn't an audible. I actually, if you go to my other channel, you can see the full game. You can see the whole game and go back to the last 6 minutes. I'm not going off memory. I just watched it. Okay, that wasn't Shedeur calling that. That wasn't him. Now, you might be talking about when he ran the ball, he was looking for whoever was open, then he started running the ball like himself. That's okay because he didn't have any more options, right? That's okay. But running the ball up the middle and you sitting up here, you need the ball back because first of all, you need to score, which they did score. But the time was over with at that point. And then the kicker kicked it right to the guy's hands. If anything, just kick the ball off. If anything, just kick the ball off, man, if you're going to do it like that. I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm not badgering them I'm not bad. The coaches know that. They know I'm not saying nothing wrong. They know that. I'm just not afraid to critique them, though. I'm not afraid to. His ears should be burning. His ears should be burning. No, I'm not talking. You said Shedeur is the reason for most of the sacks. I'm not talking about the sacks. I'm talking about the running plays. I'm not talking about the sacks. But anyway, but moving forward, I think despite all of that happening, I don't think that's going to happen again. The only sense I can make of it is there was pressure. It could have been whatever, or it could have just been a fluke situation. That could have been it. Moving forward, the games that they have, Antoine, the remaining games, the schedule I'm looking at, I see them running the table. Despite the falters, I see them running the table.
Okay.
Because you got to understand, they're above 500 even with injuries. That's how good they are. That's how good they are.
So are they on the schedule to play Washington this season?
Washington State.
No, not Washington State. Washington.
No.
Oh, they're not.
No.
Okay.
Here's the games. Here's the remaining games. Arizona State.
That's a win.
Stanford.
That's a win.
Yeah. Arizona State.
That's a win.
How about Stanford?
Yo, that's a win.
UCLA.
That's gonna be a win, but close.
Yeah. Oregon State.
That's gonna be a win.
Oregon State, they're ranked 15 right now.
That's probably gonna be a fight.
Yeah, but they can win it.
Yeah.
You got Arizona, and
that's
then
a win.
You got Washington State.
I want to say pick them because Washington State has been pretty decent, but I'm on the fence on that one. That could be a pick 'em game, but
yeah, that could be a pick 'em. Yeah, and then you got Utah the last game.
Oh, that could be a pick 'em, but that could be a win also.
Yeah, I'd say they got the potential to win out, despite me critiquing them because I know I come off rough, but so what? Right? But I still have them. I know I come off rough as fuck, but I still got them going 10-2 though right now. That's a 10-2.
Ain't no wrong
right now.
Ain't no more being rough. It just makes you better. It isn't nothing wrong coming off tough. And if you can't handle it, that's your sensitive ass.
No, in this society of men now, most men are sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Most men are. Like I would say a lot sensitive as fuck. It's like our generation, we weren't the timeout generation.
Nah.
No, we weren't the timeout generation. We didn't know what timeout was in my generation. But this generation and on forward, no, they don't respect somebody being real. They don't.
They can't handle it.
I don't care. Like this is my joint, and I'm gonna be real. That's it. I still got them winning out the rest of the games, so I'm not hard on them that much. And if you notice, I'm not hard on the players. Have you noticed that?
That's true.
I have not said nothing about the players. I have not said nothing about the offensive line. Nothing. Because it ain't on the players. It's on the coaches. That's who it's on. See, the coaches got to look at themselves in the mirror. I know they saying, I know Coach Prime said, what is the identity of the team? Well, first we got to look at the coaches. That's on y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all got the talent. Y'all have it. Maybe y'all didn't realize how good some of these players are. Because Miller just showed y'all. He just showed y'all he need to be on that field. Okay? He need to be on that field. He don't need to come off the field. That's what he just showed y'all. He is a premier wide receiver. And look, I'm going to tell y'all something. Hold on a second. Antoine having some difficulty. Antoine, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm going to tell y'all something. Don't think that USC and them other colleges were taking a look at him. They were looking at him. And they're going to try to get him. They're going to try to get him. They're going to send somebody his way in his DMs. They have ways of getting at players. I don't agree with that, but they be targeting players. They are looking at him, man. I'm telling you. Y'all please keep him on the field. I don't care if he's a freshman. He's a true freshman. Keep him on the field. He is a playmaker. Not only is he a playmaker, he's a difference maker. And I know it's just one game, but you don't just get that talented overnight, Antoine.
No, you don't.
No, he was already talented.
I
understand it. You guys have to go with your experience. You have upperclassmen on the team that are more than capable wide receivers. They are. So if y'all notice, most of my criticism is going to the coaches. It's not going to the players. So yeah, I'm not criticizing the offensive line. I'm not doing it. So
we have seen freshmen.
As you can see, the offensive line can run block, can't they?
Yes, they can.
Yep.
We have seen freshmen become difference makers. We have seen freshmen become those trendsetters. We have seen freshmen who are able to get things done and take it on their shoulders as if they're seniors.
Right. Orlando Pace when he was at Ohio State.
Orlando Pace has done it.
Yep. Oh man, your connection is off.
Oh, so who else comes to mind?
All right.
But you get what I'm saying. There's a lot of
Yeah, it's
players
a
that
whole
have
it's a
done it.
whole host of Michael Vick.
Yes.
He was at Virginia Tech. He was a freshman.
Yep.
You see what he did in the Sugar Bowl against Florida State. Even though they lost the game, but still, you just got to give people a chance. You got to give people a chance. And this team is good, man. I don't know if the coaches totally believe, but y'all got some winners on that team, man. Y'all just gotta let them play. Now, like I said, I'm like maybe it's just not enough ball to go around. That could be it. And that's also a good problem to have because you got so many good players on the team. You can't play everybody. But you just don't take a running back out just because he missed a block. Damn. Let this man get off, man. Let this man get off. McCaskill, let the man get off, man. He said he ready. But then they take him out the game, man. You guys got a difference. But how you know he wasn't going to break one open for 80 yards? You don't know until you let him play. I'm beginning to feel like he should have stayed where he was at. He should have stayed in Houston. And Smoke should have stayed at Kentucky, man. You don't put him in those special teams. He's a running back. He's ready to go. He's already proven. You didn't even give him an opportunity to mess up in a game yet. Like, you got to put these guys in the game so they can win. Y'all put them in the game. I guarantee y'all go undefeated. Guarantee it. And then Travis come back, and then all of your, Slusher, Shiloh, all of them come back. Y'all be undefeated, man. Y'all be undefeated. Not taking nothing away from the running backs. Y'all didn't even play Wilkerson. Y'all didn't even play him. So I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get it, Antoine. I don't get it, man. But yeah, my criticism is not towards the players. It's not. So it's towards the coaches. Like, you guys got people. Maybe y'all saving them for right now. Maybe y'all saving them for right now so y'all can run the table. Y'all be like, okay, our biggest test was Oregon. Then next week we had USC. Let's go ahead and run the table after that. And we got a respectable 10-2. Maybe that's what y'all thinking. So you said Smoke wasn't getting no burn. I don't know, man. Yeah, I showed the highlights yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about. He did get burned there. You said all the more reason to give Offendahl touches. He's a combo of both. He on special teams. Antoine, you there? Nah, you're not there. You gotta come back. I think your connection or whatever. You said Travis J ain't him. He coming off an injury, Yeah. I could see them. They run the table. I could see them going for the Pac-12. And nah, bro. What? He do not get any burn this season. Why not? Why wouldn't he get any burn? I wouldn't have left Kentucky, man. But see, he didn't know that. He didn't know that. He probably thought he was gonna get some burn here. What's up, Ant?
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, must have been my connection. Difference makers, like you were saying before. Here's a name that you remember that was a difference maker as a freshman. Warwick Dunn.
Yeah, it's not too many Warwick Duns though.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is when you find that difference maker that's a freshman, you utilize them.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Don't like I said, the only thing I could see with McCaskill is they working him back into the rotation because he's coming off an injury. That I could see.
They just say that he was injured. We're working him back slowly.
Right.
We're afraid that if we put him out there too soon, he might get hurt again. We want to
Right.
ease him back into it, and then when we feel like he's ready, we're gonna let him loose.
And he still have a lot of years of eligibility left.
Exactly.
Because they probably feel like they have the burden because he has his whole future ahead of him and they don't want to rush him. So that I get, but
How many games did he play last year in Houston?
I would have to look it up. Yeah, I definitely have to look it up.
Because he was a true freshman last season, wasn't he?
No, Smoke is a grad student.
Okay, but what about say again?
He's been around a while. He's a grad student.
Oh, okay. Not Smoke. The transfer from Houston, McCaskill.
He had got hurt. He was out rehabbing, but his freshman season, he pretty much had he had an awesome freshman campaign.
Yeah, I saw the highlights. I saw the highlight video you sent me.
But then he had to rehab, so
all right,
he's coming off rehabilitation.
You know what it sounds like you want to do also? Sit him down, let him know that you want to redshirt him. Redshirt him. He still has at least another 3 or 4 years to work with.
Right.
So I think that's their best option. Redshirt him, play him in no more than 4 games. He keeps his redshirt status. Smoke, he's a grad transfer. Use him.
They are using him. They're using him at special teams.
But he could do more than just special teams.
Apparently not.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, apparently not. So that's the only way I look at it. Maybe it's something going on in practice. I don't, because I'm not at practice. I don't know. So they got him on special teams though.
Or there's something else going on. Unless there's some type of disagreement going on between Smoke and the OC.
Or there's just not enough ball to go around.
That could be it too.
You have Wilkerson. He's a good back.
Right.
And you have Hankerson. He's turned out to be a good back.
Right.
Then you got Dylan Edwards. He got all that speed. So maybe just not enough ball to go around.
You find a way to rotate it. You find a way to rotate them in and out.
Yeah, put them on special teams.
Yeah, special teams gets them to play, but
it gets your uniform dirty a little bit.
That's true. But here's my thing. If Smoke realized these guys have a better chance than he do, if he volunteered to step back and do special teams just so he can play, just to give these young guys an opportunity, then you got to admire him for that.
Yeah, they could be it too, but I would like that question to be answered. Like, is that the case? Then I could see that.
Because my thing is, we've heard about teams with a 2-back tandem, and if the elder statesman, the senior, the 4th or 5th year senior running back that's been there for X number of years and has a true freshman behind them, and feel like they got what it takes, they're gonna take the time not only to mentor them and to show them how it works, but sometimes they'll decrease their ball handling just to give them an opportunity to shine.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I did my part. Now it's your turn.
Or they'll play them both.
Exactly. And we were talking, and I remember you and I, we were talking about that too. We've seen colleges have 2 running backs, a 2-back system, and they found a way to make it work. For example, Landell White and Reggie Bush at USC 20 years back.
Right.
They found a way to make it work. I mean, there is a way.
It's been that long?
Yeah, it has been.
Landell White was out there. He was at the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, supporting his fellow Trojans. That's all. Can't be mad at him for that.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be mad. But that's what they're going to have to find a way to do. They got to find a way to rotate these guys in and out. And if you feel like
they are rotating. They're rotating 3 backs. They are. But the main backs that I want to see, they're not rotating them. They're rotating 3 backs right now. They let McCaskill come in that last game in the last bit, and then they let him come in for 1 touch. He leaned in and got 5 yards. That's showing me he leaned in and got 5 yards. He just fell down and got 5 yards. What is that telling you? He's not struggling. He just leaned in and got 5 yards.
Right. But if he's rehabbing, he's coming back slowly, fine. That's one thing. Just say that. Say we're bringing him back slowly. We don't want to rush him. He's been rehabbing all summer. We're afraid we throw him out there too soon, he might get hurt again. We want to ease his way back in.
He would never get tired, and then Shedeur would never get touched.
That's true.
You got all those running back. You don't know if they're going to run or pass. You
exactly.
don't know. And Shedeur can run too, so you know the defense going to back up a little bit. They're not going to always blitz all the time because they don't know.
Put them on their heels. Put them on their heels.
Right. Yeah, he won't get touched.
But I noticed Shedeur takes most of his snaps from shotgun. Does he ever get under center every now and then?
I believe he did get under center when McCaskill got in.
Okay. Because I remember watching the game against Colorado State, and I remember watching that other game. I remember watching the Nebraska and the Colorado State game. A lot of his snaps were from the shotgun.
Yeah, a lot of them are from the shotgun. And if I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm thinking 90% of the time it's a pass play. So I'm throwing a blitz at him.
Exactly.
I'm going to throw 2 people at him.
Which one's going to blitz? Who's the decoy?
I'll have one as a decoy. I'll have my I'll probably have the nickel as a decoy.
Oh yeah.
And then have I would have him blitz. I had the whole damn line charging at him. And blitz, and have somebody coming up the middle or something.
If you got some speed on that defense, which you want to try to have at least 1 or 2 guys sliding through that A gap as well.
Right.
So you got to
have somebody coming in.
I mean, the thing is, if Shedeur's 99% of the time going to be out of the shotgun, a good part of the time it's going to be a pass.
Dude, every play I'll throw a blitz. Every play. I'll just blitz. I throw all types of blitz packages at them until they commit to that run.
Exactly.
And now that I see they picking up big gains, now McCaskill ran one for 50 yards. Now I got to back up a little bit.
Exactly.
Now I got to be careful with I gotta, it's chess. You know what I mean? I got to be careful with my blitzes.
Exactly.
I don't know. Okay, he is lined up in the shotgun, but McCaskill is out there. So I don't know what's going to happen. Or Dylan is like, he throwing to him in the flat. I got to respect that.
Right.
But these other teams that they play, they're studying the film and they think they can beat them. They're like, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw blitzes at them,
right?
And see, and see if they're gonna and we can get to them,
right?
Now he is known to be successful to run, so you gotta watch him because he could if he breaks free, he's gonna run.
Yeah.
If he breaks free, he's gonna run. So
if he not just breaks free, but if he sees some open space,
he'll
forget about it. He'll take it. He'll take it. And then how you go
pass first though? He's a pass first quarterback. He's a true pocket quarterback.
Now all you gotta do is make sure that he doesn't stay in the pocket for too long. Force him out of it.
Right.
That's what you have to do now. You gotta have to force him out. You know he likes to play he likes to snap from shotgun. Force him out the pocket, or you take away any lanes he has. Find a way to get someone through that A gap if you have to. Just overload that line if you need be, or make it look like you're gonna overload. Have 2 linebackers, have a nickel DB, like you said, come in. Have him watch for that nickel blitz, but let him be a decoy. Instead of him going in, he backs up. Little things like that. Like you got to find a way to confuse him or force him to. You know what? I'm going to limit his field of vision. I'm going to force him to take that. Take that snap from under center.
But here's the thing, though. If they establish that running game, then you're gonna have to go to plan B because you're not sure because it depends. Let's say if you got him lined up on center, right? And you got 2 backs in back of him. You gotta
Mm,
know he's either going to the flat or one of them gonna run it.
right.
Because you throw
Mm,
to them in the flat. Because also McCaskill, he's just like these backs in the NFL. They line up in the slot as well. They can
yeah,
turn into a receiver just like that.
that's true.
So you
And
don't know
that
what they're gonna. Then they're gonna start doing some motion plays, some play action fakes, and some bringing a receiver to the other side. You don't know what they about to do. So that's what they gotta do. They gotta mix it up
right.
and throw some short passes and get that running game going. But see, obviously, if you got a heavy running game, is that gonna take away from the passing game? I don't think so. It's just gonna make it stronger.
Yeah, you find a way to mix it up.
Yeah.
You find a way to mix it up. You find a way to eat clock. You find a way to stay on the field for longer.
Because I know what it is. If Travis is out there, he want the ball. He want it. You're gonna give him his touches, right? You're
Uh-huh.
gonna give him a certain amount of touches. And I want him out there because you can use him as a decoy as well, because the defense is watching him as well, or now they're gonna be watching Miller,
Right.
and that opens up the running game. They have a good team, man. They just gotta use them effectively.
Here's one thing that could work for them offensively. They got every now and then try to run a wildcat.
Yeah,
Sometimes that
they
would
can do
work.
it.
Yeah,
Yep.
run a wildcat. Like
Slow
if
the
you
game. They can slow the game down. They don't always gotta rush it.
right,
Yeah.
you're right. Sometimes if you have to, line Travis up in the backfield. You put Shador, you line him up as a receiver. Have him see that you're running a wildcat and figure out which way he's gonna go.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna run that. But even though Travis can pass too, though, he can.
Right. That's why I
He
said
also
line up
can.
in a wildcat because you don't know if he's gonna run it or pass it.
Yeah,
And some
that's
college
old
teams,
school right there.
yeah, exactly. Perfect example. Perfect example of a team that used to run that ran something similar to a wildcat in the college, and that was Georgia back in the day. Back in the day, the mid to late '90s, they would run something similar to a wildcat, but it wasn't the wildcat. Perfect example. Who was the quarterback at that time? Oh, Quincy Carter.
Oh,
Quincy
damn,
Carter.
Quincy Carter. Yeah, I remember Quincy Carter.
Yeah, Quincy Carter was the quarterback at the University of Georgia at the time. Who do you think his favorite receiver was?
I can't remember.
Hines Ward.
He went to Georgia?
Yeah,
Huh.
but here's the thing: people forgot. He became a receiver at Georgia. He originally was quarterback.
Yeah, he originally was a quarterback, right?
And that's why they were able to run plays similar to that of the Wildcat because Ward did play quarterback in high school and he could throw the ball.
Yeah. Travis can
Ex-
throw it too.
Exactly. So
Mhm.
sometimes you run that play, make it look like as if it's going to be a run, and then set up for a pass. Another team that I remember, the Jets used to do that back in the day, long time back. They were able to run the Wildcat, and one of the receivers that they had that helped run the Wildcat was Brad Smith. Here's the thing people forgot: Brad Smith, when he played in college ball at Missouri, he was a quarterback. When he came into the league, he became a wide receiver. That's how the Jets were always able to run the Wildcat because Smith was a quarterback at one time. People forget that. If you have receivers at one time that was a quarterback, you could run a setup similar to that of the Wildcat. If teams are not familiar with that, they're not always going to be ready for the pass. And you do have some quarterbacks and you do have some receivers that once were quarterbacks that can throw on the run.
Yeah, Nebraska used to run it too with Tommy Frazier.
Yep.
Yep. They used to run it.
Because if I remember at that time, the two quarterbacks they had was Tommy Frazier, Brooks Behringer.
Right.
So
Yeah. Brooks Behringer.
it is something that Nebraska, damn, it is something that Colorado should look into. And if they haven't even explored it, maybe this is the time for them to explore it. Because the only time you want to run the ball for so much is when you're up by at least double digits and you're trying to eat clock. That's it.
Didn't Barringer, that's the one that had the plane accident, right?
Yes.
He died in a plane accident, right?
Yeah, sadly. Sadly.
Yeah, I remember the name.
And he
But
was a very good quarterback himself, too.
yeah. My favorite was Tommy Frazier.
Oh, yeah. Frazier was a very good, and he was able to run, too. He could run as well.
Oh, he can run like nobody's business.
Exactly.
Hard to bring him down. I remember one play, the whole defense crowded on him, right? And he broke free. That was crazy, and ran it to the house. That was crazy. Tommy Frazier.
That was one of those you don't find quarterbacks like that anymore. Guys like Tommy Frazier, guys like T. Martin. Martin was very underrated as a quarterback at Tennessee.
Shit, Randall Cunningham.
Yep. You needed, like, they were the ones to show that you need a mobile quarterback. You can't just have a quarterback that's going to stay in the pocket forever and just throw the ball or hand off. There are times when that quarterback can't find anyone open and you're going to need him to run.
I think what they're doing here, I don't know if they're going to run that. They're good where they're at, like right now with Shedeur passing. They're good. He's a pocket quarterback. Just got to keep him upright, and he can burn you.
Exactly.
And you just got to make that running game, make it honest.
True.
But what do I know? You know what I'm saying? What do I know?
We've only been watching football for the last, 30, 35 years or something, give or take?
What's that?
We've been watching football for the last, 30 plus years, give or take?
More than that.
Something like that. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. Sometimes people think, oh, what do you know? You're not a coach. No.
That's the sentiment. That's what they say. Like they don't know what they say. Yes, I do know what I'm talking about.
If you play
there's nothing. Listen, there's nothing new under the sun. I've seen Linebacker University. They don't even. Most people, if you younger, you don't even know what Linebacker University is. I've seen Linebacker University. They used to call him Linebacker U, Penn State. Remember LeVar Arrington?
Exactly.
I've seen all of that.
Listen,
I've seen him as a linebacker flying over the trenches to get a sack. You remember that?
Yes, I remember that game.
He flew into the quarterback, flew over the trenches, and got the sack. Linebacker University, man. Come on, man. Just like when I was looking at Dylan Edwards, he reminded me of the Rocket Ishmael. He remind me of him. You throw him in the flat, he gonna kill you.
Exactly.
You give him open space, he's going to burn you. Yeah, he gonna burn you. You don't run him up the middle.
Nope.
I mean, he's capable of doing it, but put him where he's most effective.
Line him out in the flat.
He ran against TCU, and Jack Bailey had that block for him, and he ran into the house. That's where he's effective at. I know that because I've seen players like him, and I've seen games like it, and I have a very good memory. So yeah, I know what I'm talking about. We know what we're talking about.
One receiver that was like that too. If you gave him space and you couldn't stop him, Desmond Howard.
Real quick. Watch this.
Okay.
Derek McClendon, right?
Ooh.
Put him where Lawrence Taylor used to play. I guarantee you he'll get more sacks. Stand him up. No, stand him up. Stand him up and have him roam around. I guarantee you he'll get more sacks. Guarantee you. Yep. Guarantee you. You put him out in the outside linebacker position. That's where you put him. But I don't know nothing. I just know. He's a dog. He'll get to that quarterback eventually. And he got, you know what? He remind me. He got attitude.
Ooh.
He's talking. He's mean. He's mad during the game. He got attitude.
Oh, he plays angry.
You stand him up and let him get to that quarterback.
He plays angry. Ooh,
Play angry. And then you got Jordan Dominic. I like him too.
yeah,
That kid is getting money. I like him.
yes.
Yep.
He he wants to get paid. I can tell he wants to get paid.
Yeah, you stand him like how Lawrence Taylor used to play.
Mm,
Lawrence Taylor man, he played angry.
yup,
It was everything was personal to him during the
yup.
game.
And he didn't care. You could say I had nothing to do with it. He don't give a shit.
Yep.
Man,
Yeah, the Rocket
man.
was a little bigger than Dylan, but they had the same speed.
Oh yeah. People forget he also ran track at Notre Dame too.
Oh, man, I like that. He said Shiloh is like Bob Sanders. Shiloh is all over the place. He has very good instinct for the ball.
Yeah.
Very good instinct. He's gonna be a pro.
Oh,
I know some
definitely.
people saying he's not gonna be a pro. Yes, he is. He's leading the damn conference in tackles, I think. Yeah, he's gonna be a pro. He's a pro. He's gonna be a pro. He could have left this year, but they gave him that extra year because of COVID.
COVID.
Hmm.
Might as well use it. Might as well use it.
Yeah,
But
he's supposed to be out there. I know people saying, "Oh, why is no?" He's supposed to be out there. I'm sorry he couldn't play this game because we needed him. I'm sorry he couldn't play, but his health come first. But he's a pro. Definitely he is. He's only going to get better too. That's what's scary about it. And he
I won't
studies.
be
You
surprised.
can tell that he studies film. You could tell. That's why Coach Prime was telling Kermani, you got to get in the film room. He studied film. He's going to be dangerous because remember, he's just a freshman.
Yeah.
We got another few years left before he did, but imagine
He could get
living in that film room. He's going to be dangerous. You know why? Because he got great instinct.
exactly.
Yep. That's something that God gave him. You can't
That's
teach
field.
that.
That's
God
field
gave that.
vision. He has
Mhm.
excellent field vision.
I saw him run across the field, right? He ran across the field and intercepted the ball. But they ruled it a penalty though. But the way he did it, he followed his man all the way across the field and he put himself in position and he made sure he stayed in bounds when he caught the ball. The crowd came off.
Basically, he ran the same route the receiver was running.
Yep.
And that's one of
And then on the special teams play, they tried to trick us, but he wrapped up the placeholder. The holder tried to get up and pass it, but he wrapped him up. He was right there. The way he got good reflexes, the way he reflected, he got to it. It was beautiful to watch. He live in that film room. He gonna be dangerous.
Yeah.
Yep. And he gets stronger. He gonna get bigger because he's young. He gonna get bigger.
Yep. And he's gonna get better too.
Yep.
Much better. I mean
Luckily for him, he don't have to worry about too much playing time because he's a freshman. He got his sophomore year, junior year. Yeah, he's good to go.
Yeah.
Yep. He already showed the coaches what he can do. He already showed the coaches the potential. So he don't have to worry about playing time anymore. He'll get in when he fit in. And then as the year's going, he's gonna be a starter.
Right.
He definitely start next year. I already know. See, I know that already. I know. That's why coach is hard on him because he know the potential.
Yeah.
See, you don't be hard on a player if he's garbage.
No.
Because you don't study, you just okay. No, he's hard on him for a reason. Because he know how great he can be. He know that now. I know Kermani know that. Because he said in the video, I got to keep grinding. He know it.
You got to stay hungry.
Yeah, sky's the limit for that kid. Sky's the limit. Because why? He's tall. If you notice when he got in Rice's face, because Rice is 6. See, I noticed these things. Rice is 6'3". He was damn near his height. He ain't finished growing. Kermani hasn't finished growing. I see him about 6'3", 6'4". He hasn't finished growing. His wingspan is long. So he gonna fill out. by his sophomore, junior, he'll filled out. By his junior year, he should have been on matured and feel his body and mature and fill out. And he'll be the premier cornerback at that time. It'll be a changing of the guard. It'll be once Travis get drafted after his junior year, that's when the changing of the guard is coming. He will be the premier person. See, Coach Prime know that. He just got to make sure he just got to mature up. That's all. He's good to go though. Yeah, he's
That's
good.
it.
Yep.
You let them know. You praise them. You let them know how good they are, and you tell them to keep doing what you're doing. Don't change it up.
Like that other kid. What's his name, son? Stoutmeyer.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yes.
And too, he got a lot of true freshmen on that team.
Translation, he's going to have them for a few years.
Yep. But they're freshmen. So that's why he said they're only going to get better.
That's true.
Yep.
That's so true. I just went back to work today. I was off all last week. I was enjoying that. So basically what I'm going to try to do this week, I'm definitely going to try to watch the replay of that game.
Oh, you can go on and see it.
All right, no problem. I'm going to try to do that and help my wife get ready for work and everything else. The kids are probably asleep, so I'm going to help my wife get ready for work. I'll chop it up with you later sometime this week, man. I'm definitely going to watch that. I'm going to replay that game, and then I'll hit you up on what I think when I watch the replay. All right?
It was a really good game because they came back. It was really good.
Okay, I'm definitely going to check it out.
It was the running plays.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, Max. I'll catch you later.
That kid, Omarion Miller, he had a breakout game.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'll definitely do that. All right. I'll catch you later, Max. Everyone in the chat, y'all be safe. Y'all have a good one. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.
All right, now.
Later.
But yeah, man, they got a huge upside. They got a lot of true freshmen on that team. They're gonna be good. Yeah, he gave him his props because he see the potential. That's why he said it. I'm gonna stay on him. You got to stay on someone. He gonna stay on him. That's only because he know that he's talented. He's gifted. He's gonna be on an island on his own because whoever the wide receiver, they not gonna be having too many balls thrown his way. We saw that in this game. I think Caleb threw at him once. That was it. That means he was doing something right. But yeah, they got so much talent on that team, man. That's a lot for me to say that they're gonna run the table. Yeah, they got to play Washington State and they got to play Utah the last game, but I'm not worried about it. They're only going to get better as the season go on. I think as the season go on, they're going to fix everything. They're gonna fix everything and they can run the table. So you said Jerry Rice was soft. He had 2 touchdowns, didn't he? Yeah, I think he had 2. He had 2 touchdowns. You said, do I think you think the Sanders boys are going to the Cowboys? Depends on where they fall in the draft. If Shedeur was the lead this year, it's either the Jets or the Raiders. But I think the Raiders, if they have the first pick, they'll get Caleb, and then it'll be Shedeur. They might go 1 and 2, or Shedeur could go 3, and Marvin Harrison will go 2. It'll be like that. He's not staying longer than 5. Shedeur won't stay longer than 5. But I honestly think he'll come back. Travis is a sophomore. And they kind of joked with Prime about it. He was like, where y'all think y'all going? He said, y'all ain't going nowhere. Hope y'all ain't think y'all going nowhere. No, I don't think he's going. And then he's projected to make a lot of money if he stay. I don't see him leaving yet. Maybe he might surprise me, but I mean, if he did decide to leave, I wouldn't knock him because he's obviously an NFL quarterback. But I could see him coming back. Yeah, Penix is up there too. Yeah, he's good. And Cam Ward, he's good too. Him and Cam Ward work out in the off season together. So they know each other. But yeah, he's good too. Oh man, Marvin Harrison. Oh yeah, man, he's good. He's going either if Caleb come out, he'll be one. Harrison will probably be two. But Shador stated his senior year, he's a top pick. He going to the Jets. You feel me? My New York Jets. He going to the Jets, man. And then he going to the Jets, and then Prime will be the head coach for the New York Jets. That's just what it is, man. I'm sorry to tell y'all that now. He's going to be the head coach for the New York Jets, and Shador is the quarterback. Think about it. He's never had another head coach in his life. Just think about the possibilities. I know he's staying at Colorado. I know. But everybody keep talking about the Alabama job. They keep talking about it. You said Prime doesn't want to coach in the NFL. He can if he want to, though. I know he said he don't want to, but he can. I know what he said, but you don't know what the future holds. I just said he going to the Jets. You feel me? Because Shador, that's where he going. And then he going to the Jets, and they already got Sauce Gardner. You see what I'm saying? So Sauce, hold on now. We don't need to lose you. You know what I'm saying? So hold out. And then we'll get Shiloh too. Get him on the team. I don't know. It's whoever gonna have the first pick. I think that's where Caleb is going. So we'll wait and see what the draft order looks like when we get there. Or if he decide to come out. It looks like he's supposed to come out after this year, but I don't know if it's a guarantee. I think his dad said there's no guarantee. He hasn't made a decision yet. So if he don't want to leave this year, oh my God, if he come back for his senior year, man, because see, a lot of these kids is making money now, right? So they're not in no rush to leave. They having fun in college, I wouldn't be in no rush to leave either. I would take an insurance policy out on my body though, just in case. I would take that insurance policy out and just have fun. You said wait to see the money CU is going to offer Prime. They offer him 120 million. 10 years, 120 million. It's going to be somebody, I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be a program that's going to offer him an offer he can't refuse. You said Shador going nowhere. That's what he said. He said, where you going? Where you think you going? You ain't going nowhere, son. You said Shador might go to it just depends on who get number one in the draft. Or I joke and say the Jets because, I don't know what's happening with them. We lost Rodgers and everything just went haywire. It's crazy. But we need a quarterback for the ages. And we look like we might get one if we get that number one pick. But then once you get the number one pick, you got to have the offensive line to protect them. So they got to go spend some more money. So you said if Mel Tucker had a $95 million contract. Oh, yeah, I know. Prime is going to be offered a heavy bag. You said Shador making about $3 million playing college football. He's projected to make more next year. You said 1 year in the Power Five don't cut it. I see him coming back. I think he'll come back. I don't see why not. You know, I don't see he's a junior. I don't see why not. His team is only going to get better. You know, so he got to look at it like that. You know, they're only. I mean, they got freshmen right now that's growing up, so they're just only going to get better. And they're going into another conference, so that might be attractive to him. He get to play different teams, and this, I like the college atmosphere, the fanfare, everything that comes with it. But now I like, in this day and age with the NIL, some of these top rated players, they get to make some money. I like that. Back then, you could barely have a job. Somebody gift you something. If it's not a family member, if it's not a immediate close family member, they're going to try to bring the whole school down. It's crazy. I was hoping that these players would get money back in the day. The colleges are making a killing off these players. So I like what's happening now. They have an opportunity, to get some money. That way they don't have to take a job. They can just work on their craft, and go to school. So I like it. You said high school to the NFL was always his plan. That's why he went to Jackson and left. He had to do it. I honestly think he had to make this move because it's the Power Five. And because he had to give Travis and his son's opportunity, because they would have said, if they stayed there, they're playing HBCU level talent, and he would have still got drafted, but it would have been low. I think so. They just don't like giving HBCU credit. Last draft, only one HBCU player was drafted, and that's the player from Jackson State. So, but the other player from Jackson State, two of them got contracts. One with the Dolphins, and I forget where the other one at. Houston, he's actually doing well in the NFL. He went to the draft before Shedeur and them left. Shedeur, after his freshman year, Houston left, and he's doing really well. But he would have been in the Power Five if he hadn't went to Jackson State. He just chose to go there to play for Prime. But he was a Power Five player. They had a bunch of other Power Five players on that team. As you see, they're doing well now. The guy in Louisville, he's doing good. The receiver in Louisville that played for Jackson State. They're all doing well. And the linebacker, I forget his name. Is he at Ole Miss? Where is he at? No, he's not at Ole Miss. He's at I can't remember right now, but he's doing really well this season. You said no Heisman potential in the HBCU. They just don't like giving them credit. Oh, that LeVar leap. That's what I was just talking about earlier. Him leaping over the line. Yeah, some of these kids Shane is getting burned. To my Shane Hooks, he's getting burned. He's at Auburn. You know what? I don't know what Montana's doing. He's at I gotta check, see what he up to. Cameron is doing good on defense. You see about Selman Craig. He doing good. He don't got 3 picks on the season. Yeah, he doing great. He might be leading the Pac-12 right now in interceptions, is he? He might be leading his conference in interceptions. You said how many Heisman guys played football in the HBCU? Well, what's his name? Should have got the Heisman. Air McNair, Steve Air McNair. Oh my God, his college campaign, he was running it. He was throwing for so many yards, it was crazy. He got 4 picks, don't he? Don't he got every game he played in? He got a pick, I think. Silman Craig. Yeah, he got to be leading the league. And what? He came from the HBCU, right? So think about it. They have loads of talent in HBCU, loads. They just don't give them the credit. They got to go Power 5 or these other schools. And I think Trevor got 2 interceptions on the year. He got 2. A lot of speed in the SWAC. So this was the best move for him. Obviously, there's going to be a program that's going to offer him a major bag. I know it's coming. I could see CU offering him a major bag as well to keep him because he brings so much to the table. You know, the whole, the atmosphere, the celebrities, the crowds, the stadiums are selling out, the merch is selling out. He's a cash cow. It's just whatever he touched goes to gold. So it's more than just coaching. He brought Hollywood to the table. It's crazy. All the celebrities that was there. I'm not really into the celebrities being there, but they're still there though. I don't think Snoop Dogg has showed up yet, but you know he's coming. You definitely know he's coming. So it's just so much going on surrounding him, man. It's just he turned that program around like ASAP. Like he turned them around so much, I expect them to run the table for the rest of the year. And it's crazy. He's only going to get better. He said, "Where's Hammer?" You said you live in Boulder and the rumors are flying. What are the rumors? Yeah, I would like you to speak on that. If anybody want to come on, be my guest. I forgot to give you the link. Yeah, what's up with the room? What about the bag Prime will be offered from? Oh, okay. I can imagine. I can imagine. They I like even if I guess he like he said he liked it there, so I wouldn't be surprised if he stayed. But those bigger programs gonna try to offer it to him. And he just don't strike me as leaving for the money. He don't strike me as that type of guy. He already got money. That's not an issue. You know, it would have to be something that I just don't see him doing it. I don't see him doing. I see the team he's with, the school he's with, offered him a big bag, and of course he knows extension, of course. Yeah, so I wouldn't, to be honest with you, like the way it's set up there, I wouldn't leave. I'd shoot, that beautiful scenery, the fans. Yeah, I wouldn't leave. I'll stay right there. Man, Surfer, you crazy. Is that the only reason why he won't leave? He's something else. You said to compete with Texas, he need a school with bigger resources. He can compete with Texas. He got some recruits coming in. Just imagine they just put the team together and I'm expecting them to run the table now. You said keep it a buck, bro. You said well, I mean, you know, he acquired a lot of money in his life. He's not just gonna live anywhere. I know I would. I don't just live anywhere now. You know, you got to live somewhere nice. You know, nice space. That's what he worked for it. So I see him doing even better next year. They're going into another conference. Just more players are coming. The players they have now, the players that they have now, they have a year under their belt together. It's just only going to be gravy. You know, I like the players they have there now. You say you want to see more playing time in Caskell and Caleb Mathis. I do too. But, I ain't we gotta, the coaches, they know more. Then Caleb is on special teams. Yeah, Slusher is on the comeback. I saw it. He's out there working out. And like I said, this game coming up, this should be no problem for them. They already passed the test, even though they lost the game. It don't matter. They passed the test. In my eyes, they did, despite them running. I don't get that, but they passed. You see how Shador throw that ball when he wind up to throw it. It's just something getting ready to happen. It's crazy how accurate he is. Something just getting ready to happen. As soon as he threw that ball up, that kid was running and he caught. I like, oh my God, where did they get this kid from? And I like how he said, he was like, yeah, my mother called me crying. And everywhere I look, they talking about, he gotta feel. How you think he feel right now? God, he must be on top of the world. And like Prime said, his confidence is through the roof right now. Just imagine how he feels. All that work paid off. And he out there going crazy on the field. I mean, he was wooing the crowd. The crowd was like, oh my God. Like, who is this kid? Oh, they putting it together. You hear me? But like I said, I just had to get on them coaches because I'm not getting on Prime because obviously he's not the running backs coach and he can't be all the coaches at once. If that was the case, then he wouldn't have no coaches. But he gonna get it together. The future is bright. The future is bright. Having them freshmen do that, oh, the future is bright. The future is bright. Then Travis, he gonna mess around and get healthy. Oh, he coming back this year, obviously, but he out there coaching on the field. Listen, if he can fly, like y'all got to fly him out to the Arizona State game. Just him on the field he's a difference maker with just him being on the field. I like how he was coaching Carmani. That shows leadership. Man, they don't make kids like that a lot. I mean, he's rare, yo. He's a rare breed. His parents did something right, yo. They did. They worked with that. They did something right with that young man. How he bringing the freshman along, that meant everything to Carmani. That meant everything to him. And he went out there and handled business. He sure did. He said, Coach, let me get a little piece of this right here. You know how Coach said it? Who won it? What you gonna do with your opportunity? And what did he do? You said 50-yard seats, 225 in Tempe. Yeah, everywhere he going, the tickets are selling out. No, I don't know if he's a wide receiver coach, but he could be like a consultant. You know, he helping them wide receivers out. He got to. I saw Jot on defensive. I saw Jot out there. Yeah, these kids, man, they getting that opportunity. They running with it. That man took his opportunity and ran with it. And then the one touchdown, they ruled it not a touchdown. And Shador went back to him. And he went diving down and caught the pass. I was like, oh my God, yo, this is a pro move. And what did he say? He said, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, it's gonna be better. Because it's up right now. He's like, let me get a little bit. Then we got Jimmy and them out there doing that thing. Jimmy caught 2 passes, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, it's amazing, man. And Mikey Harrison, he caught him a touchdown. Yeah, he's what you call Mr. Automatic. Oh, they don't normally let the injured travel. Okay. Yeah, Tyler was on the field too. Just him being out there is inspiration, just having him out there. Look, the crazy thing is he coming back next year. Oh man. He gonna be even stronger and better because he been watching the game. He getting it from a different perspective right now by watching it. He gonna be ready. You said them boys scored a TD on the 4th down. Yeah, they not playing. Everything you throw at Harrison Way, he catches. Everything you throw, everything Shador throws at him, he catches it. He's automatic. It's great. They doing well with their opportunity. Yeah, they gonna be even better next year. It's gonna be crazy. I know Tavares Dawson. I ain't forget about him. I ain't forget about him. He's good too. It's just like, damn, like, how's everybody gonna get in the game? They just got to sub people in and out. Then you got Willie Gaines. You got him too. It's crazy. They got a lot of wide receivers, man. Yeah, I know. Savion got hurt. I saw him with a boot on. What did he do? He sprained his ankle or something. That was tough to see him go out. Watch when they go out against Arizona State. They're gonna score no problem. They're gonna be fine. Even when they get to UCLA, they're gonna be fine. I see them winning that game, without a problem. It's almost like they lost the game against USC and they didn't lose the game. At the same, it don't feel like it was a loss. For me, it don't feel like, even though, like I said, I'm a little like, what's up with that running play? But running it with no timeouts, but it don't feel, because they came back like that. That shows that they're better than it. That's a really good team. Like I said, we got a special quarterback. He's just special. I don't even know what to say about him. You say you think they all believe, now they have to. They come back against USC like that. And you got a young freshman phenom. Crazy, man. Yeah, I saw that when Weaver went down like that. I was like, oh my God, why is he what's going on here? But he turned out to be okay though. You said 5-star trenches, please. Make it happen next portal. Depends on who we get in. We had a chance. There was a slim chance we had a chance to get Caden Proctor, but he went on to Alabama. He's starting right now too. He's at left tackle. We had a chance to get him, but he went on to Alabama. You know how that go. I suspect this is what I suspect, because you got the prime effect, right? So the coaches around the country, they got to compete with him now to get these recruits. Look for them to start offering these recruits major bags. That's what they're gonna start to do. Like, I understand, Colorado is interested in you, but we got a bag for you. Like, it's already happening. They offered Travis Hunter a few $1 million, right? So it's already happening. So imagine what they're gonna do this year. They're gonna start targeting players. It happens. It's not so they're not supposed to do that, but they have their ways to get to you. You know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden, like a random person slide in their DM. Roll Tide, baby. You know what I'm saying? Call this number. Roll Tide. Keep it on the humble. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta tell nobody. You feel me? Roll Tide. You know what I'm saying? Kermani, Roll Tide. You know what I'm saying? Slide in the DMs. And the next thing you know, somebody that knows somebody knows Saban. Like, yeah, we got a bag. We got $2 million for you. What's up? We got $2 million for you. Over time, we got $2 million for you. Take it or leave it. We want you. Okay. And then they be targeting people, target Miller too. We saw what you did against USC, son. You know what I'm saying? Call this number. You know what I mean? We got a bag for you. They be doing that. That's the ugly part of football. You said, bro, the bad man about to go back to work, is what you saying? Who about to go back? I don't get what you're saying. You said everybody trying to get Michigan State O&D linemen. Are they in the portal now? How's it going? You said there's a lot of money CU brings, NIL and endorsements. Yeah, that money is there now. They gotta have the money, but I'm just saying. Yeah, they do be having the 5 stars riding the band. I mean, Alabama, they got so many players. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a team, because it already happened with Travis already. It already happened with Travis already. But he didn't accept the bag. He went on to with up to where he's at. But yeah, man, they be targeting players, man. I don't think a coach is I think that's illegal. They're not supposed to get in no players' DM. Like, for example, let's say Lincoln Riley would have contacted Kermani or Miller. He's not supposed to do that. But they will have people that's connected to him to contact them like that. You said, and what's wrong with the bag? They always had it. Yeah, they always been doing it under the table. But now they can be outward with it. You said they can donate to the players' church, and the church will get a player to fund. Yeah, they got. I don't know if they do it. They got ways of doing it. You said they have a deadline to transfer. When is their deadline? Ain't that something? Because Jalen Sammy went there. Remember he was with Colorado. He transferred over to Michigan State. I wonder what he gonna do. In his situation, I want to know, was it a situation where they told him that he not cutting the mustard, or he decided to leave on his own? I wonder what it was. But yeah, man, football is big business. College football. It's cutthroat, man. They'll be coming after your players. Alabama in-house media is not cutting edge. More exposure potential at Boulder. Son, if that's what you're looking for, we can get a cameraman in for you, son. That's what I would say. Son, if that's what you're looking for, we'll find a vlogger for you. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We'll find a vlogger for you, son. Here's $2 million. Out of courtesy of us. Come on up. Roll Tide, son. You see what I'm saying? But I know Coach Prime said he don't promise nothing like that. He don't cut any promises. He just say, listen, I'll turn your son into a man. He not coming at him like that. Like, yeah, I'll give you a bag. He not doing that. You said CU wanted Sammy to stay. I don't know. Is that really true? Or he just left on his own? Because a lot of the players left on their own. You know how they made it out to be like they all just was told to leave? No. Some of them left on their own. So yeah, all the schools compete, go after the recruits, especially if you're in the transfer portal, right? But I'm talking about the proven stars on other teams. Coaches be going after them. Like, yeah, I'm not saying that's what happened with Bear Alexander. I think he decided to go to USC on his own, and they just got lucky. He wanted to go there because I saw his interview. He just wanted to go there and play with them. He liked what they were building up there. So that's rare. And he was on a national title team last year that won a national title. And he decided to transfer. So they got a bonus in him. But you said yes, the kid just want to play football, but hey, listen, man, the NFL ain't guaranteed, yo. We got 2 million for you right here. Okay. This is, you up there playing with players right now. They got their bag. You ain't got yours. Okay. That's how they do. Look, Shador and them, they got their bag. What you got? You ain't got no bag. I'm gonna get you 3 million. Okay. With endorsements and things like that. We got the boosters. We're gonna get you 3 million, son. Okay. So think about it. NFL ain't guaranteed get the bag now. You can invest the money, you can flip the money, son. Just come on and play with us right now. Let's cut the bullshit. All right. Let's grease your pockets. You said, remember what Allen Iverson said about practice? You talking about practice? We talking about practice, man. We talking about practice. We talking about come on, practice. I give it my all in the game. I leave it on the court, and we talking about practice. He in the Hall of Fame. Now, why is he in the Hall of Fame? When he came into the league, he changed the way they played their defense. They went from man to zone when he came in. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. He changed the game. He revolutionized it. the way they played their defense. They had to because he was all over the place. He was instrumental in them changing it. Yep. That's why he's first ballot. You said no. What did he say? He said you talking about practice. That's what he was saying. He it was a press conference, and the coach at the time was saying that he wasn't practicing. He said, "Man, come on, we talking about practice." You said practice is where talent is cultivated. There's no way around it. That's why some people say that that was the difference for him getting a championship and not getting a championship. He never won an NBA title. They said it could have been down to his work ethic, but no, that's not the case. Because when he's on the field, he go hard. So he was an exception. He was the exception to the rule because that offense relied heavily upon him. So, but we talking about practice. But when you at Colorado CU, you got to practice. That's Coach Prime is old school. He said you better watch that film and you better practice and you better get your grades right. I heard him talking about it. He said, y'all, some of y'all ain't got some grades here. He'll mess around and sit you down just because of grades. So they got to get the grades too. Because you notice a lot of his players the past season at Jackson State, they all graduated. He graduated a lot of players. So you got to hit them books, man. And it's so easy nowadays because, I went back to college late. When I went back to college, we had technology. But when I started college, we didn't have technology how we got it now. Bro, we got Chat GPT now. I wish we had it when I was in school. Shit. I will be heavily using it. I know people say, oh, well, they can tell you use Chat GPT. I'll fix it so they can't tell. Trust me. I will work it into my favor. These kids got Chat GPT. They got everything. There's no reason to get no F. There's no reason. You said the crazy thing is about Carmani is getting half a bag. Well, it's just because of who he is and he has popularity. He was a 5-star. He was heavily recruited coming out of high school. He had a name already. So yeah, he gonna get him a bag. You said a full ride scholarship is 50% academics and 50% athletics. The NCAA has cracked down on faking academic. No. I'm not talking about faking academics. No, I'm talking about with the technology you have, it's easy to do your work. You can take classes from home. Because when I was in school, I took most of my classes at home, online. Man, it was cake. I had a cake where I was on a dean's list the whole time. I made dean's list the whole time. I'm like, this is easy. Like I'm home. Like I can literally in the comfort of my home go to school. This is easy. Well, school came easy to me anyway, but still, you mean to tell me I can sit in the comfort of my home and you mean to tell me I ain't got to go to the library? I don't have to go to the library. That's what you're telling me. Oh, this is easy. So if I was playing, I have all my classes online, unless there's certain class where you got to go in. Because I remember there was certain times where we had to go in to take our exam. They didn't want to take us to take the exam at home, so we had to go in. But it was easy though. You in the privacy of your own house, you study. It's if you self motivated, you'll be fine. You said Boulder is really liberal. Yeah. Online, it was a cakewalk. Like I think I finished with a 3.8, and the only reason why I finished with a 3.8 because, oh my God, it was what class was that? He said to us, anytime you go to a class, where did he say 80% of you are going to fail? I want you to drop it. He said, I'm just letting you guys know right now, 80% of you are going to fail. So then I raised my hand. I was like, well, how can we get in that 20%? He said, it's very rare to get into 20. I said, no, it's not, because I'm paying for this. I said it too. It was like 300 people in the class. And I stood up. He said, well, we'll talk. I said, no, we're going to talk now. I said, because I just paid for this class. So you're saying to me, 80% is going to fail. Why you say that? I said, then there's something wrong with your teaching. And then everybody started laughing. See, because I was older, I'm a full-fledged adult. I'm not an 18-year-old. So I talked back to the professors. So I said, well, then it's something wrong with the way you teach then. And I find that concerning. He said, well, then drop the class. I said, I can't drop the class because this is the only class I can take at this time that's suitable for me. So you're going to teach. That's what I said to him. You're going to teach because we paid you. And I said, that's concerning. If 80% of your students are failing, that's you. That's on you. And then he was like, well, you don't have anything to worry about if you can, what do you say? If you have good study habits. I said, no, that's not what you said. 80% is going to fail. You should have saw people walking out. And I wound up passing, but he gave me a C, man. I think he gave me a C because of my mouth. I think that's what happened. And it was real crazy that he did that, but it's neither here nor there. But I'm saying with the football players, oh, I'm sorry, you wanted to come in. You could come back. I was just running my mouth. If you trying to get on the panel, you can come back. But yeah, these players, they can go to class online, and I'm sure some of their stuff they got to go to the study. They got to go to the classroom. But if you're like a chemistry major, because I was a science major, and obviously some of the classes you got labs and stuff, and so you got to go in. But other than that, like the prerequisites and that stuff, you didn't have to go in. Those, like, I call them like just multidisciplinary study classes. You don't have to go in for that. English literature, you don't got to go on. You can take that online. You take your lit classes online. There's no reason to go in. You just got to read. That's it. But the science class, we had to go in. We had labs and stuff. That's the only reason. But these football players, they got technology now. Study hall. I know they still got study hall. But I remember when I was in there, I had to tutor because they had this program where if you have a certain number of hours tutoring, they'll shave that off your tuition. So I said, can I tutor for online? They said, yeah. I said, shoot, let me sign me up. So I was a math tutor. Hey, what's going on, Daisy?
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I got a question, right?
Yes.
So this past Saturday, right? Nah, I think it was a couple, like the past two games. Do you think that some players are out of position? Meaning, like, it's like, do you think that, okay, just like when Coach Brown was at JSU, right?
Right.
And Houston was playing middle linebacker.
Right.
But they switched him over to edge rusher. And he had a more productive career as an edge rusher versus being a middle linebacker. So do you think that some players are out of it's not playing like they true position.
I had just mentioned that about McClendon. I said I would like him to stand up and be like kind of a hybrid between an outside linebacker and a edge rusher, like kind of how Lawrence Taylor played.
Right.
I think he would get to the quarterback easily. I don't know what how did he play it? You remember how he played at Florida State? But did he play the
He
same?
played
Was he just on?
for standing up.
Yeah, they got to stand him up. Yeah, I would think so. But see, here's the thing though. I don't know what the coaches are seeing. Like, so I think he would and I think he would do better like how he played at Florida State.
Because on that USC game, when they changed Jada into D tackle, he was actually good. He wasn't a bad D tackle. I just think
Right.
that Jada just need to get more, more reps and understanding like the D tackle type of position. Because
Right.
I was talking to I was in another chat and people always tripping on Marvin Ham. I'm like, Marvin Ham is not that bad. I was like, what it is, Ham is playing the wrong position. He can't cover. But one thing when it comes down to him blitzing, he's back there.
Right.
He's in the midst of like everything.
Yeah, he is around the ball. He is.
So he probably, I was like, man,
what do you think Ham? What do you think Ham true position is? Outside linebacker.
Outside linebacker.
Yeah.
I think he should be a blitzing linebacker, or maybe like an edge rush type of linebacker because he's fast.
But you know that's on. That might be on him to verbalize that to the coaches, though.
Yeah, but
they would have to say that
because, like, for me, it's like it's like Trevor, right? He's not a good. He's an okay safety, but maybe he's just out of position. Maybe playing safety is like not his thing.
What you think his true position is?
Maybe he's more of a star. You know what I'm saying? Mid-level, maybe linebacker / safety, like that star position. I don't think he's a deep safety. He's not a deep safety because he can't cover.
Did he play that last year?
Yeah, he played the same position.
Yeah, I think he I saw this one play he made last year. I forget what. You guys might know the game. He came from across the end zone and he laid a hit on this player and fumbled, and the guy fumbled the ball. It was a vicious hit, but it was clean. And then he picked up the interception.
That's crazy.
That was crazy. He like crawled and got it. I was like, yeah, this guy's good. It's like he hit him, and the guy he didn't know where the hit came from, and then he just crawled and got the ball. That was amazing what he did.
Yeah, cause just like Cooper, I was so excited when they did the corner blitz. I was like, for me, if I was a coach, I'm putting Breedlove on the corner blitz because they fast and they can get back there very quick. So like by the time they can hike the ball, Breedlove can be back there. Cooper could be back there. You know what I'm saying? Like that star, or just maybe Ward could be back there because they so fast. You know, I just think a lot of guys, they not really playing like they true position. And I think because because for me, I think Trevor like to hit.
Yeah, he liked to hit.
So
He just
if
like
you got a
Shiloh.
guy,
He can hit. He likes to
right?
do the hit stick.
So it's like if you got a guy who like to hit, put him in the blitz. Make him blitz. I make him blitz every down. Every run, I would make him hit that hole. Every down. Just go and just hit the hole, bro.
You know, the thing is, in certain positions, they got a really good problem because, you know, Slusher is trying to work his way back. And you got Silman Craig getting all these interceptions.
Yeah.
So what do you do in that situation? Because Slusher is he has instincts like I've never seen. He's always around the ball. And he can read the quarterback very well. So what do you do in that situation? You got to play both of them unless you sub them in and out interchangeably.
I'll put them at different. For me, I would put them in different packages. Like if it's like, just say, if it's like 3rd and 12, I'm taking Cam out. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking Cam out. I might put in Trevor. I might have, you know what I'm saying? I might have my speed blitz guys in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm putting them in. And just everybody else just being covered because I would try to not make it so obvious. But Bree love Trevor and like him, or like Cooper, I'm making them blitz. Corner blitz, if the edge blitz,
right.
I'm blitzing. Because I don't think the lineman will be quick enough to even try to stop them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have a lot of talent on that team. They have so much talent that they're going to run the table. They can literally run the table for the rest of the year and win. They're going to win out. I think they can win out. That's how good they are. That's crazy. They're that good.
Yeah. Because
they hung in there with USC, man, with no problem.
Cause what Coop did, I've been waiting there for the whole past 4 games. I'm like, y'all should have been doing this. I'm like, y'all should have been
you know,
doing
they just work like Coach Prime said. They're still looking for their identity because he said he don't know what team he gonna get week to week. Even though he can gauge it in practice, but when it comes, it seems like these players show up when the lights come on. Some of them.
Yeah.
When the big crowd and the lights come on, they go to another level. Because McClendon had a good game, even though you say he might be out of position, he played very well. He was giving that offensive lineman the business the whole game.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's guys could play, but I don't know if like Coach Prime is trying to get guys from out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's like he ain't playing certain kids because he trying to cycle some kids out, or maybe trying to send them to the portal. I don't know because
some of the kids he got there now, I don't know. I don't think he's doing that, but he pretty much said it. I want to see you practice. I want to see how you do in practice, then we'll go with you. So maybe some of these kids are not practicing well, but you see Miller showed up when the lights came on.
Yeah.
It's just like it's something about that crowd in that big game. He showed up.
Right. Yeah.
He's what you call a big game player.
He was in position. He was in a position to be there and do such because of the fact. Look how young he is. Because of the fact that look at everything is going in his favor. And
he showed no fear.
And the position that he played, and the fact that the position that he played, and the only one that was holding him back was the Hunter guy.
But yeah, he showed no fear. He showed no fear whatsoever.
The reason why everything is coming into place is because of the fact that these young guys get their chance and their opportunity. It ain't nothing but air and opportunity. There's a lot of air out there in Denver. A whole lot of air out there in Colorado. And all they need is it ain't a lot of opportunity out there because these older guys, the ones that was projected to be good, like the Woods of the world. You understand me? They were projected to be good and they doing okay. The only way you can get them off, somebody got to come in and move them up out of their spot, or unless they get hurt. And you see how it's coming. The younger guys are stepping up, like the Kamanis and the what's the name guy, that Miller guy. Yeah. And then the other ones too. It's more than young ones are gonna be stepping up and doing what they're supposed to be doing. Watch, this is gonna be some championships.
Yeah,
They fight for the spot. They fight for spots out there. I'm sorry. How you doing, young man? How you doing today?
Not too bad in yourself.
Yeah, you doing real good today. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
Oh man, hanging in, just talking football.
Man. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Good. Yeah, Colorado Buffaloes. I like that. You notice I don't get on the players, right? I got on the coaches.
Right. I'm not getting on the players. I don't see no problems with them.
Yeah.
I don't see any.
Yeah. Well, right. But all you see is growth and development. What you see with this team? You see a whole lot of growth and development, and it's coming real good and real kind of like real fast because we still ain't seen McCaskill yet. And we still ain't seen that Walker guy on 22 on defense and 22 on offense. They still ain't bust loose. It's a whole lot of them ain't bust loose yet, but they will though.
Yeah, cause my thing is, it's like, all right, you bringing in all these transfers, you bringing in all these recruits. What do you do about the kids or the freshmen that's already there?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It is like,
yep.
It is
Go ahead.
It's like, do you throw them in the background? I mean, I get it that you want them to kind of compete for their position, which is cool, but some position coaches are going to play favorites because just like you said earlier, just like you said earlier, there might be some kids probably balling out at practice, but if they not doing the small things, they not gonna play.
Yep.
But even with that, you kill a player confidence because
you could.
Because if he feel like he balling out and the other kid is just watching film, it's like he gonna feel like that you throw him in the back burner.
Yeah.
Now with Coach Prime, I seen him do this at Jackson State. He's looking for dogs. He's looking for them. So if there's a kid that he may having a bad practice, but he's starting to show potential, you're gonna notice he's gonna start like working with him. He look for him. He's literally looking for them. And for example, if he saw Kermani step up, he's gonna stay on him now. He's not gonna take his foot off of him. He's gonna stay on him.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get all the potential he can get out of him. Now, if there's another player that he sensed that's budding, he's gonna give him a shot. He definitely is, because he's looking for him. He's looking for dogs. He said they're 8 away. He didn't say that they don't have him there. He just said we're 8 away. So he's looking for that 8 to step up. He might say that he have the 8 now, but he just needs him to step up. So, but you said, if a player is doing all he can, like for example, like you got a freshman, Namir Robinson. You remember that video that was featured when he was running those stadium stairs?
Yeah.
He's putting the work in. Coach is saying it. He's saying it. And at some point, he will give him an opportunity, whether it's going to be, because I know he tried to find them on the practice squad. Like if he puts you on the practice squad and you start dominating, you getting in that game. He's going to find a way to get you in. But I know what you're saying, though. A player might feel like, damn, I'm doing all I can. I'm dominating, and it might hurt his confidence. Well,
yeah, because just like Caleb Master, for me, I think Caleb Master should have been playing. He should have been playing. He put Willie Gaines in the game before Matt.
Yeah, Mathis can run. He can run routes.
Why would you play Willie?
When you say that and you talk like that, you have to understand a lot of these games we haven't already been in. A lot of these games we was fighting to a certain extent to stay in and stay and keep control of. We never had control of a whole lot of these games. Matter of fact, the 5 games, what game we had control of to a certain extent.
Yeah, a lot of them were battles. Most of them were
Yeah.
battles.
And then at that time, and look at that time, if you, because remember, these young, the second string was just now coming up. Caleb Martin really, he wasn't on really on to a certain extent. He didn't have control of no second string as far as that goes because he couldn't move the Willie Gaines. No, the Willie Gaines is still out of the move, moving out Willie Gaines because Willie Gaines, he couldn't move away from, he couldn't move him, and he's Willie Gaines second string. And they're the same position. They're the same position, right?
So my thing is,
I mean, that's what my thing is. My thing is, this is what I'm saying. They people that they fight for spots out there. They coming up. This is what you see right now. What you saying is the struggle part of it. Y'all don't get it, do y'all? And then another thing too. This is what Max. This is what I wanted to say to you, Max. Thank you. The title of your show, you got what's the name? The coach, the offensive coordinator on there, the coach, right?
Yeah, because they had put it out there. Willie D talked about it too.
Okay.
About point shaving. I didn't see the point shave. That wasn't the first thing.
It wouldn't make sense. You know why it wouldn't make sense? He couldn't change. He wouldn't go. It would have been possible for him to change the outcome of the game anyway, whether he ran or didn't do anything. That wouldn't go be possible because he couldn't change the score.
Yeah, his only thing was calling those running plays.
Well, it was stupid. To a certain extent, it was to a certain extent. Who took credit for that?
So do you think?
Who took? Wait, matter of fact, well, no, this is the point. Who took? Since we own that part now, let's talk about it. Who took credit for that? The offensive coordinator didn't take credit for that. Who took credit for that?
I mean, when I looked at it again.
Shador.
I looked at the last 5 minutes. Those were set plays that were called.
You talking about the running plays? Shador did that.
Yeah, that wasn't an audible. Yeah, that wasn't an audible.
Right, Shador called that.
No, it wasn't an audible. He only ran it. I think the one play where he ran, I was okay with that because maybe nobody was open, and he felt like he can get the first down. That's fine.
Right. Okay, my bad. Okay, I didn't know that, but
running the ball up the middle, I don't think he called that. Shador wouldn't call that.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I know. Shador, he took the blame. He took the blame for that. He took the blame.
I mean, if you put it in Shador's hands, he gonna throw it.
Right. All right. Well, yeah, I get it. No, that wasn't no fixed game. That my point was that it wasn't no fixed game. The math wouldn't have turned out right. You know, it wouldn't have turned out right. The point game was part of. That's what I mean. That was addressing to the point game part of to make the point. It wouldn't have turned out right. That was stupid to even think it.
So
what were you about to say? What were you about to say, Days to come?
I'm sorry, Days to come.
No. You good. So do you think they made Shador? Where do you think Shador has took the hit for that so that people won't be getting on his OC?
Yeah, hold up. Did he take the hit for that?
Yeah, because at the press conference he said that he audible them 2 plays. That's what he said.
That's what I was saying.
In the press conference, he said he audible them 2 plays because the defense was showing him something, and he audible. But I don't know how much of that is true. You know, maybe he just want to take the hit, or to say he did it so that people won't be on Sean Lewis.
Right.
You know.
Right. Max, that's what I was trying to tell you, Max.
I mean, I could give you the link to the game. When you see that running play, that defense was crowding the middle, and they still ran it. The defense wasn't giving up a run on that play. They was ready for the run. Nah, that's on the offensive coordinator. He called that. That wasn't an audible.
I hear you.
The only thing Shador was he hiked up. He went through his cadence, and then gave it all to the running back.
Yeah.
He didn't do any extra talking. He just went through his cadence. And then the ball was snapped and it went to the running back.
And if it worked, he'd have took the credit for it. if it didn't work, he took the credit for it. So they're gonna ask the question,
Well,
right?
anyway,
Right there.
Shador and Coach Prime, they're good guys, so they're not going to put it on the offensive coordinator. They're
Right.
not going to do that.
Right.
They're going to put it on themselves.
Right.
If Shador is the leader, he would put it on himself, but you can clearly see it wasn't him.
Yeah.
You can clearly see it.
So
It's just
so-
that they don't think that we can go back and watch the full game. I got the full game. You can go watch it.
So I got
I
a
didn't
question.
see him
So,
call no play. Huh?
do you think they gonna bench Javon Antonio,
Yeah, I think so.
and you think they gonna play Miller?
I
Because
think he's going to play both of them.
because to me, man, I wanted to see Javon do really good this year, but for some reason, he don't seem like what he's supposed to be. He seems like very slow. He don't get out of brace quick enough. It's like I don't know if that energy that incident he had, I don't know if that's still bothering him, but he don't seem like he's like really trying to play like really trying to make a difference. So I'm wondering if they gonna bench him and just play Miller or just play Dawson.
Yeah, we're going to have to see because I think Dawson is going to be – he's definitely going to get in the game. He's been in the game, Tavares Dawson.
Yeah, but with that too. Okay, let's go back with talk about Antonio. Okay, the thing with Antonio, like you said before, he ain't getting off that line real good. And really ain't the fact that he ain't getting off the line real good. He's just not in tune with Shador Sanders. You understand me? So that's all. That therein lies the problem right there. But all he have to do is get in tune. That's what it is. And look where that little bit of pressure coming from that guy Miller, that one Miller. Because remember, Antonio is one game he didn't play in because of the fact that he was injured. So it's hard to get him. Understand what I'm saying? It's hard for him to get in tune with Shador Sanders like that. You understand me? And like I said, he's just coming off an injury. We talk about this 5 games already, and he ain't made his day. He ain't been doing a whole lot of big stuff like that in the receiving part. But he's still an asset to that team. But not only just that, but look at how it's coming up. Behind him, what's his name? The young guy, that Miller guy. And now you already talking about the young guy too that's supposed to be coming up. That's what I'm saying. This is all going to be competition.
You mean Jalen Ellis? I haven't heard from Jalen Ellis yet. He is really good. Just haven't heard from him yet.
Yeah,
he could be injured or something. I don't know.
Man, they got some talent. They got some talent there, big. What's the Antonio gonna come in? I see that Miller guy just taking off. I see him just taking off, and I see Antonio fighting, come in, go there, come and fight. And look here, think about this. Hey, look here. The Sun Devils ain't gonna be no pushover too. I don't know if you want to speak about that now, but who they playing next? But that team ain't no pushover. I watched.
No, they're not gonna be a pushover.
Yeah.
Yeah. That team most definitely ain't gonna be no pushover.
Yeah.
They got a running game too with that big running back.
That team gonna come out. That team gonna come out eager to win.
Yeah.
They gonna come out on fire.
Yeah.
They gonna come out ready to play.
They gonna bring their A game against us.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody's gonna be watching.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna bring their A game against us, and I'm gonna tell you so. And see, this is the best part. See, this is the best part about with this right here. See, we have on this team to a certain extent, it's a whole team full of unproven, except for Hunter. This is a team full of whole Johnson. Ain't none of these guys super nothing.
Juju is already proven. I'm surprised they got him. He just came out of the sky. I don't know how they got him.
Listen to me.
Juju Johnson.
Answer me this, Max, please. I'm glad you brought his name up. How come his name wasn't called that much this last game?
He was in the mix.
Okay.
Yeah, he's always around the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, the first half and then the second half.
Yeah, he had a quiet game, but he was there. He was solid.
All right, so he was in the game the first half. He played his position in the first half and in the second half, right? Didn't nobody come in to replace him, right?
No, he was in the game the whole time.
Okay, because I didn't notice it. I didn't get you. See, you know better than I do because I was going back and forth and doing everything and trying to accommodate everybody. I'm sorry. Go ahead. But yeah. I missed a lot of it, but I was listening for him. I didn't hear his name that much. And especially, it was up. You know, I'm gonna tell you, did that surprise you about that game? How different it was from the first half to the second half?
I know. That's what Prime was saying. He said he don't know what he's gonna get from game to game. It's just each game is different. Each game is a mystery. It's like I mean, they came back the way they came back. If they played like that in the first half, they we were injured, and if we had Travis out there, he'd have been a difference maker. But then we probably wouldn't have seen Miller. But I don't know.
Yeah, true. Well, I'll tell you, they impressed me. They impressed me how they did it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I missed the best part of it. I caught all the first half. I was cursing them all the way. I'll tell you, I got to stop it too. I cursed them all the way through the first half, and then I got busy in the second half. I come back and say, "Oh man, hold on, what's happening?" And this was the third quarter. It was like 3 minutes or something to go to the third quarter. I'm like, oh man, we finna get in it, man.
So do you think that because like CU receiving room is huge?
Yeah,
it is.
They receiving room is huge. I never in my life seen a team with so many like they got so many dang receivers. It's like
yeah.
So I wonder some of the guys that go both ways. Do you think he gonna switch some of them over to corner next year? Because even like the receivers, they bring in a lot more receivers.
They bring in a lot more receivers. Well, I think we're gonna lose Xavier, right? This is last year.
Yeah.
So we're gonna lose him.
We're gonna lose Antonio.
Yeah.
We're gonna lose Jimmy.
I think Jimmy has one more year.
Jimmy Hunter got another year.
Nah,
I bet matter of fact that
they say Jimmy might
2 years.
might leave this year.
What, going to the pros?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy might end up going to the pros this year.
Yeah, that'd be a big decision for him because if he could go in this round, he won't go that deep. Well, no, that'd be a wise. If he could go down. I apologize. Go down.
But like my thing is, I feel like Jimmy gonna end up going. I think Jimmy gonna be
5th or 6th rounder.
I don't think Jimmy is going to get drafted. I think he's gonna be an undrafted.
Well, then
what'll happen is they have the luxury of having Coach Prime as a coach. He'll just call his contacts to see what's the probability of him getting drafted. He'll easily do that. He'll just call his NFL contacts, and then they'll be honest with him and let him know.
He would have to do that.
He has the luxury of having Prime because Prime got a lot of contacts in the NFL.
Back.
Right, but it's like to me, it's like tape don't lie.
Hey, back. Can I say this, please? Back.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, old school. You got it.
Thank you. Look,
you got it.
Hey, look. He ain't got to call nobody about Jimmy. He don't have to do that, really, bro. But they gonna be calling him. They gonna call him. If they want to know something about him, they gonna call him. They ain't gonna have to do that.
Yeah, but what he'll do is
really all he have to do is perform. Really, all he have to do is perform. But that ain't the question. The question was what is he going? When you about him going pro? We're straight out right now because he can come back next year. He ain't got this ain't just last year.
He got one more year left.
Okay,
but I mean, if he
he also might get that what's the name year from the disease year, the COVID year. He might get that one also, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. He
went through that. But then that's my point is this right here. This is the point. He ain't got to come out early to get some to the scrubs and hopefully get it to take a chance. He can stay there and succeed and get better and better. Man. I mean, bro, that's the question, right?
But he has the luxury of saying to coach, can you call around and see what my status is, and they'll be honest with him. And if they feel like he's not going to get drafted, I see him coming back.
Hey, Max, Max, this is pertaining to this. Okay, I've been watching well media right now. I remember the last time they had the Arizona for the Arizona Cardinals football squad. The scouts out there, they was talking to them young men, the white guy and the black guy. They was talking to them, letting them know the exact same thing that you're saying right now. Like I said, those scouts are already in tune with them. They already know what those scouts are talking about. They didn't already show this. They already do. The players already know what's going on. They know what time it is to believe and not to believe. Believe me. That's what I'm saying, Max. For real. They showed this already. The scouts, they showed the scouts. The scouts talked to them. Prime and the rest of them right there in the circle with all the guys listening to them. There's other scouts. What's they? The Cardinal scouts. And there was other scouts out there for professional teams.
There's a few players on the team that will be in the NFL.
Yeah. But just back being
Johnson is one of them. If he's going to the NFL.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of like where he's going to be placed at. But yeah, he's going to get his shot. Shiloh's going to get his shot. Miles Slusher is eventually going to get his shot in the NFL.
Yeah, I agree.
He's an NFL player. Miles Slusher, Shiloh. There's a few others on the team. You know, they'll probably stay, but you got some future hopefuls on that team. You definitely
I don't think Payne is probably gonna get a shot. I think JD might get a shot. I don't think Austin is gonna get a shot.
Well, Alton, he still have years left.
No, for Austin. I think that's his name.
Alton.
No, the edge rusher.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, yeah, I know you.
Yeah, the big guy with the braids. And what about this? What about Cam? What about Cam?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. What about Cam?
I don't know.
Tillman Craig?
Yeah.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
He's only gonna. He still got years left, though.
I can see team kind of shunning Cam. Maybe because of his height.
How tall was Bob Sanders?
How
tall was Bob Sanders? He was short too, right? And just like the well, it ain't too many people like the what's his name? What they used to call him at LSU.
But
the Honey
the
Badger.
receivers wasn't that tall though.
Huh? I mean, the Honey Badgers in the NFL. What's the Honey Badger's name? He's kind of short.
Maybe Terry, Matthew, or something like that.
Yeah, Matthew. It gets. I don't know how fast Tillman Craig is. They go by the speed too, but he still got. He gonna get stronger. He still got. I think he's a junior, right?
Yeah, I think
so. He has about 2 years left.
Yeah.
But like, if you see Cam on paper, you'll be like, dang, like this dude's a baller. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is a baller.
But like, when you see him in person, you'll be like, man, when you look at these receivers, you look at these tight ends, they like 6'6", 6'4", 6'5" receivers. Like, you know.
Oh, in the NFL? Yeah.
I think that a team will really have to believe in him, like to really give him a shot because it's not the NFL. It just seems like everybody getting bigger. It's like every year it seems like everybody just getting bigger, stronger, and just more. They getting bigger, stronger, faster, and just more. You know, just. They just becoming better.
Here's the thing. I just found it. Bob Sanders he's 5'8", but he had 4.3 speed. That was another thing. He was fast.
So
Bob
it's like,
Sanders was fast.
but like Bob Sanders, he played back then. It was like it really wasn't these type of really athletic guys like how like Cam got to go against. You know what I'm saying? It's like
They had Megatron. They had a few. They had Megatron, Tony Gonzalez. No, they always had the talent. They always had it. I mean, he had to go against Megatron. He had to tackle him. He had to tackle a lot of players. Randy Moss was playing. He had to go against those guys. And he held his own. But there's like not too many Bob Sanders. I mean, he was good. But Cam, he has a lot of interceptions. That's for a reason. That means he know how to read the quarterback.
Yeah.
So that's a very good skill to have. He knows how to read the quarterback. That means Cam is studying film.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Shiloh do that too.
Yeah, he study film too.
Yeah.
So Cam has gotten better. So, and it's good. He got a huge upside to him. He got another couple years left. He's only going to get stronger.
It'll be hard to get him off the field.
yeah, it kind of would be hard to get to like it would be hard for Prime to take Cam out. Like
It's hard.
If it was me, when Slusher come back, I'm taking the Woods out, bro. I just gotta take him out.
Yeah, it's hard to take Cam out. Like, how do you do it? Like, how do you explain this to him? Because he's leading in conference. No, you can't take him out. He's leading in conference in interceptions right now.
That's crazy.
He's having a breakout season right now. It's not by every game he's gonna have an interception. Every game.
Hey, look here. It's either Cam, Shiloh, or Woods.
No, Shiloh's coming back in whenever he's ready. He should have played this game. He wanted to play this game, but they sat him out. But he was ready to go.
Sit down, bro. He needs to sit down. Shiloh just need to stop being anxious and just chill out. Because
his health is everything. He'll come back when he's ready.
Yeah, because they gonna need him for this run. Because honestly, I think Arizona. I can't see CU being Arizona.
Hey, James, to come. Let me ask you this question. Okay, now you just made that statement about Shiloh. And he need to sit down. Why you can't say the same thing about Travis Hunter then?
Because
Travis is like, it's a waiting game for him.
No, my point is this: Travis ready to come back now. I don't know what y'all think, but Travis.
Yeah, he's ready. It's just the doctor got to clear him.
because they dealing with because they dealing with some internal stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
he just gotta wait.
But
It's like that's dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Listen to me. This is the point here. This is my point. This is my point right here. Shiloh said he only seen pee in his blood. He didn't say it was just pee in his blood all the time. He just said he saw some pee in his blood. So that
But the fact that he see it, it's like, bro, I'm seeing you down because
what's
if
up?
you get hit and you lay on your side again or you roll on your side, you know, like during the game and it's like stuff is happening, you know, nobody probably ain't gonna be paying attention to you, and you can bleed internally. You know what I'm saying? It just God forbid pass out or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that type of injury, he just gotta wait till his body heal up. It's just a matter of time. He might be back next week. But Travis, he just waiting for the doctor to clear him.
He's gonna be back. He already in practice. He was in practice today.
Who, Shiloh?
Yeah, Shiloh practice today.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he didn't practice today.
Yeah,
I thought he had his street clothes
No,
on.
Shiloh was at practice. But like Shiloh, he didn't have on no pads though.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't think he practiced.
so he was in uniform.
What's up? I
Yeah,
think
he
Shiloh
just
was
got
at
to.
practice.
Yeah, he was at practice. Okay, I'll look back and see me at you. I'll go back and look at stuff.
Yeah, both of them. They just got to wait for the doctors to clear
What's
him.
matter of fact, Slusher was in uniform too, right?
Yeah, he was practicing.
Okay,
Mhm.
bet y'all saw it then. Bet. Okay, y'all saw it. Y'all know what y'all talking about then. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I think they might have to change the formation to get both of them in. They can get both of them in the game somehow.
Hey, the dog go get in.
And you know what though? It's something that you said earlier where like I agree with you 100%. I think Smoke and Otto should have stayed where they was at.
Yeah, I think they should have. He should
I
have
think
stayed.
they
in
should have
Kentucky.
stayed exactly where they was at.
You know why I
Because
say that? You know why I say that about Smoke? Because there was an article when he was at Kentucky saying that he was an NFL hopeful.
oh wow.
Yeah, he was getting looks. So he probably should have stayed where he was at. But I understand why he wanted to come to Colorado. I get it.
And another thing.
I mean, but why though? You know what I'm saying? He was having 1,000 yards running every year. Now you don't even have 20 yards running. You know what I'm saying? You got what, -2? That like Smoke got -2 yards running this year. That's
Yeah, I
that's
don't know
a
why they're
very
not paying
big
him.
difference from having 1,000 yards to having -2 yards.
The only thing I could say is maybe he has some nagging injuries or something. That's the only thing I can think of.
The only thing that it is this right here. It's that coach. You know who the running back coach is, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fleet.
Okay,
Right?
And remember this. Just remember what he said. He already have his level, his guys already in the system. Who's going to be the #1 running back? His #1, #2, #3, and #4, like that. And McCaskill is really down there on that #4, so it's got to all the people have to move up. Smoke is #3, and we know who #1 and #2 is, and that ain't gonna change because those are his favorites.
Nah,
Those are his favorites.
I think the fact when they told Otto that he was coming in to be the man, I feel like that's a smack in the face to all the running backs. Because at this point, you not allowing them to compete because
Also ain't stopping nobody from competing.
Right.
Actually, they all get their
But like
Daisy Cup. He's not stopping. No, Alto's really not stopping. Actually, they're stopping him. They stopping his go because he feels as though he's ready now. But the only thing that's stopping him from getting in because the other guys got to fail and fall down before he gets a chance to move up. That's the point.
I think that man, what's that boy name again? The running back that's from CU.
Hankerson.
Hankerson. So,
and they strong on him. Remember that, right?
Yeah. But
okay.
But it's like, to me, it's like you can't tell a running back where you got all these running backs to tell one of them that we brought you here to be the man. So Hankerson can have a good year, but they could switch him out real quick. It just Atto could just get all the carries. You know what I'm saying? It's like they not letting them compete for the job. You know what I'm saying? It's like they already got they mindset set on him already. But even though he ain't playing as much,
they're saying that they competing in practice. So that's where the competition's supposed to be at.
Right. That's right. There you go, compete. Yep, that's it. Because remember Coach Prime when he was telling them Jackson State players when he was trying to get them, because there was a couple of them that didn't come with him. They didn't fall for the open.
You know what somebody told me? You know what somebody told me though? They said that because I had my cousin played Power 1 football, and I had another friend of mine play. He said it could be the system they're in.
Yeah.
He said that's why he said I had a good point saying that they should have Alto should have stayed in Houston and McCaskill should have stayed where he was at, because sometimes you'll go to a system and it's not that you're bad, it's just that you're not suited for that whole. Every marriage is not the same.
Yeah. And with that right there, with the offense, especially with the offensive line that they got, they ain't real good with rushes for the running backs because of the fact they don't block well for making up holes and stuff like that.
Hey, you know what I said? You know what I said? My cousin almost made him spit out his food. I said, I'm not sure Ricky Williams would be playing if he was on the team.
Yeah, they ain't good with them hoes.
They wouldn't even play Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
And we know Ricky Williams was a complete dog.
Right.
Complete
Right.
dog.
Yeah, they're not real good. The offensive line ain't really
He
real
won the
good.
Heisman Trophy, didn't he?
Ricky Williams, yeah, did he?
Yeah, he won the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, he should have. Ricky
Oh,
Williams,
wow.
yeah.
See,
What school did he play for? What, Texas? Was it Texas?
No, he played for Miami.
No, he
Right.
went. He played. He did play at. No, he did play for the Dolphins, but he ran at Texas.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Did he
won the
run at
Heisman
Texas?
Trophy.
Yeah.
He won the Heisman Trophy there.
Yeah.
But I was just joking
he
though.
played
I
for
was
New
like,
Orleans too. He was with the Saints.
no, I'm not saying that. Obviously, Prime does know talent. He would have
Right.
played Ricky Williams, right?
Yeah.
But I was just joking, saying that I was just trying to give credit to McCaskill,
Yeah.
But I understand that he's coming off an injury,
Yeah.
and that might have something to do with it.
And he's still young yet. He still got some more years too, but he can do it this year. But he still got some more time left. That's one thing that's good about the whole situation. He just has to have the mindset to be able to stick firm.
Sometimes you can go to a college and it's a new environment.
Yeah.
It might just not work out for you. But
Yeah, because like the way, man, one thing I don't like though, it's the way that they playing my guy Wilkerson, bro. I don't like it, bro. I feel like Wilkerson should get them carries, man, because he is
yeah,
such
he didn't get enough.
bro.
He didn't get enough carries this game.
Yeah, he is. Honestly, to me, Wilkerson could actually wear down that front line.
Yep.
I think he could wear that front line down because he is such a big back, and it's like when he run hard. You know what I'm saying? It is like if y'all run him and y'all switch him out with like maybe a Dylan Hankerson or like Smoke, they might have a better run. You know what I'm saying? They might have a better run game. You know what I'm saying? Because Wilkerson, he gonna run, he gonna make a way down that D line.
Yeah, it's just that they saying that they evaluating people in practice. That's what they're saying. So you gotta dominate in practice to get on the field. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
So
I mean, man.
some
I don't
players
think that's
show
gonna
up
work.
during the big game, though. Some players show up when the lights come on.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work with certain
Yeah, I
players.
think they're gonna have a problem with that. Like,
Yeah.
Obviously, eventually, because this is their first year, right? So by the second and third year, they're gonna have their set players. They're gonna have that. They're gonna have it down. Like Prime said, they're still looking for their identity. They're still looking for it because this their first year, and we're still early in the season. We didn't get to past mid-season yet, so
I mean, I kind of think that's hard to create an identity when you ain't playing all the players or like at least some players.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to create that when you're not playing certain players. It's just like Miller. It's just like you wouldn't know what Miller could do if you don't play him. You don't know what Smoke could do if you don't play him. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta play these players in order to kind of form that.
Days to come.
Yeah.
Hey, you ever heard that old saying, the cream rises to the top?
yeah.
Hey, do you believe that to be true as far as Colorado CU University is concerned, as far as their football team is concerned, as far as what you're seeing right now?
Oh, you said what old school can you say it again?
Do you see the cream rising to the top with this university, with this football team we were discussing right now? Do you see the cream actually rising to the top. Do you see it
That's
falling?
right.
Yeah,
You see it
Yeah.
rising. Yeah. Well, to
only
keep
when you
watching.
make the right moves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the move's gonna be.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. Actually, I'm gonna tell you something. It's just like your life. This is right. Sometimes you have to go to your plan B and your plan C. Sometimes everything though, the sun don't shine on the dog's ass all the time. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes you have to go to plan A. To plan B and plan C, and then you come out and plan B and plan C come out for you, boy. You really that much better. You just learn something. That's all it is. Just a learning experience. Don't worry,
Yeah.
man. They gonna be good.
But
Yeah.
like,
What Surfer just said is probably just a pass. It's a pass oriented offense. It is. They rely heavily on the pass. So
But
the running backs will have to convert into the slot as wide receivers, or go into the flat, or they primarily blocking. It's just the way they want to use the running back. So yeah, they do pass first.
yeah,
let Sean Lewis tell you it's more of a running offense than it is a throwing offense. To let him tell you. But the reason is with that all right there, they don't have a set running back. That's the problem. Remember, when we was coming into we had a strong offensive receiving team and a strong defense, a strong running team. But our running team ain't what we thought it was. Am I right or wrong, guys?
Yeah, if I was consulting with McCaskill, first of all, I want to know, you 100%? Are you 85%? Are you 100%? If he say he 100%, I remember I was listening to his mother on a Big Dog Chico show, and she wanted him to go to USC. I would tell him to go there. They would take him. I would tell him, because I think number 0 it's a potential that he could go to the NFL.
yeah.
And they also have another running back. I'm not sure what I think he's a junior. I can't remember, but there will be a slot opening up for him to go to USC. I would tell him to go there.
Hey,
they will run him. They would
Max,
definitely.
I got something. When you get through, I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off. But when you get through talking, let me explain something to you real fast about what you just said.
No, what I would do is I would consult with him and evaluate what he want to do, because if they're not going to use him and he runs like Eric Dickerson, USC can use him.
Yeah, true.
So he has to go where he's needed. See, I would have to evaluate at the end of the season. I would sit down with my coaches and I would talk to Prime and see exactly what the needs are for the team and where they see me at. And then I'll probably go to USC. I know his mother wanted him to go there. He would have the opportunity to go to USC. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because the only reason why I'm saying that is because Colorado is not hurting for running backs. Exactly. They have a lot of running backs.
Hey, see, that's the point. Hey, Max, you can stop right there, please. I need you to stop right there, because actually you got the wrong understanding about Colorado, and evidently you got the wrong understanding about what his mother was saying. She wanted him. That was her main thing. I saw that too. She wanted him to come to Colorado. She wasn't thinking about him going to USC or anything else.
No, she said her dream school was USC.
Okay, I understand that. That was before Coach Prime came to the picture, right? And then I know she said he made the decision to go to Colorado. That was his decision.
Well, here's the thing, though. But here's the thing.
But then that would not even.
He's only a sophomore.
Right.
He's still young, so he has potentially. He has 3 years left.
That's the point right there. The point is him making that decision to go to Coach Prime is the best in the world, because he's going to get that recognition. He's going to get more recognition to see you. He's going to get that more than he's going to get out there in Southern California.
No, he'll get it at USC.
Okay, well then that's
he'll get the recognition there. He definitely will.
Okay, will he be playing right now if he was at USC? In your opinion?
Yeah.
Yes, he will be. Here's the thing. No, let me say this.
Listen to me.
No, let me say
this. Opinion, is he ready to go right now? In your opinion?
I don't know. I don't know the status on his health. Like, here's the thing.
See, there you go. That's the point.
No, here's the thing.
Go ahead, Max.
I'm going off of his potential that I saw at his freshman campaign.
All of them got potential to play at USC.
No, but here's the thing. He already has a resume. He came in out of high school and did what he did at Houston. So what I would at the end of the season, I would sit down with Coach Prime, because Coach Prime has contacts all over the place.
Right.
So I would sit down with Coach Prime and say, listen, I'm going into my junior year. I potentially have, I guess, because of the COVID year, he'll probably have 3 years left. And I would say, how are you guys going to use me? What do you think I should do? I would talk to him first, and then I would sit down with my family, and then I would like contact USC to see if they give me a workout or something to see what they would do. If I was him, I probably would transfer to USC.
Yeah, I would.
Depending
because,
on number 0, because if number 0 is going to the NFL, they might have a slot open. Now, if they don't have a slot open, maybe I remember what Coach Prime said to him. He said, "You want to do a commercial? I want to shoot a movie." So he might not feel like he's ready yet. See, because I don't know the status of his health. I don't know, because they're not saying, and they're not going to say. But he might not be 100% yet. If he's not 100%, then yeah, I could see him staying at Colorado. But if he's 100% and he feel like he's 100%, and they're just not using him, then I would consider leaving.
see, like you know, you is 100% right. Because if you think about it, what Coach Prime recruiting, he's still recruiting running backs.
Is he really?
He's still getting running backs. So for me, as a running back, where they don't play many running backs, I'm looking at my exit plan on leaving.
Is
I'm
he
looking
is
at
he
my
really
exit
recruiting a lot of running backs?
Yeah, they.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I think they recruiting like 3.
Hey, days to
They
come.
recruiting like 3 running backs.
Well, I
So
know they got to recruit quarterbacks. They have to do that.
Y'all
Mr.
understand
George
that
leaving his
you
senior year.
understand their running back game is weak, right? Y'all talk like it's the best thing on earth, but you know their running back core is weak, right?
No,
Yeah,
their
but
running back core is
but
good.
look though, old school.
Why
It's
would you
those
say they
schools
okay? Who getting over 100 yards in their running back core? Who got a game over 100 yards? Come on, first one get it wins.
How much did Dylan have his first game?
Bro, that was
Dylan had
that was a fluke, and then he
112, I
had no
think.
more after
You
they
said it was a fluke.
spotted that. He didn't get no more of those games after that. They spotted that. That was a sneak in. That was okay. He don't get no more of those, and we see why now.
Well, look,
Because they don't
Coach
have too
Prime,
many plays for him.
Coach Prime might say that you might want to stay with us because we're beefing up our trenches. So he might say that too, but I don't think this offensive line have a problem with the running game. I don't think they do.
They got a big problem with it, bro.
They just don't commit to it. They just don't commit to the run here.
I don't think they got no problem with the running.
Hey,
game.
look here.
No, they don't have a problem with running.
Look. It's just
I
like a
think they
marriage.
just don't run the ball.
It's like a marriage. If you don't commit to it, then you got a problem. If you say
Exactly.
they don't commit to it, there's a problem. So you making it seem like I said before, you make it seem like Sean Lewis is to want to throw the ball every day, all day, and all night too. That's not his plan.
He do throw the ball a lot.
Of the running game.
They throw the ball a lot. They throw the ball a lot.
Another thing that's stopping their yardage also is the fact that Shedeur is getting sacked a lot like that. So that's another thing that adds on to it. But no, it ain't gonna be too many yards. The running back gonna be getting a lot of games. I don't. A running back gonna be getting a lot of carries and stuff like that. It might be Hankerson one game, but that ain't 129 something like that. Maybe at the best. That's it. But no.
I feel like they can run the ball. I really feel like they can run the ball. Like,
yeah, they can run.
Even if you get 5 yards, you know what I'm saying? Even if you get 5 yards a carry, that's decent. You know what I'm saying?
He leaned in and got 5 yards. He fell and got 5 yards.
That's
how good he is.
That was Will. No, that wasn't leaning in. That was Will. That was Will to get that. He will.
No, he fell. He fell and got 5 yards.
He will.
That's how physical he is.
I know Hankerson. I know I saw the touchdown. I saw
Hankerson had they did well in the run because Hankerson got money that game. He did well in the running game.
Yeah.
They can run the ball. They can run it.
Yeah, I know he did.
Yeah, they just not running the ball. But if I'm leaving because USC is going to the Big Ten. One thing they need to understand the Big Ten run the ball.
Yeah.
They run that ball.
Yeah.
So if he end up going to USC gonna have to adopt their offense on running that ball. Because when they go out there and they play Michigan, Wisconsin, Iowa, and all those schools, they run that ball. They will
Yeah.
run that ball down your throat.
Hey, check this out. Caleb Williams' dad said there's no guarantee that his son is leaving. Now,
Yeah.
if I get wind that he's coming back, yeah, if I'm a running back, I'm going. But it depends on if number 0 is leaving, because he is really good. So if
But-
he stays, then I don't know. I would have to shop around. But
You know what's crazy?
remember,
though?
Alto got a lot of years of eligibility left,
Yeah.
so he has a lot of years left.
I don't think USC gonna do good playing in the Big Ten. I think
You
they're
don't
gonna
think so?
struggle. I think they're gonna struggle. I think
Yeah,
they
because
really
they got to
gonna
get used to it.
But they got to find a quarterback, like whoever their next quarterback in line. I think Caleb probably. I would be surprised if he stayed, but it'll help them if he stayed. But I'm expecting him to go into the draft. But if he do stay, they should be fine. They should be okay. Because they got a running game. I mean, you can't hurt with him. You know, he don't hurt having him there. He's good. I just don't expect him to stay though. But if he stay, they should be good.
Because if they keep that defense inside the Big Ten, they gonna have a problem. They're gonna have a problem in the Big Ten. Because to me, the Big Ten is a very balanced conference. It's a very balanced conference.
Yeah, the
and
Big Ten.
And they got them Midwestern big boys, them big linemen. It's not gonna be easy at all. To me, I think the Big Ten is probably one of the toughest conferences because they so balanced on offense. Because I know Wisconsin run that ball at least 70 times.
Oh,
I know
let me
Michigan run that
ask you
ball
this.
a lot.
Let me ask you this, because we're going into the next game, right? How do you think we're going to feel? You think it's going to be a close game, or you think we should be able to pull out with no problem?
I think that we're going to win about 2 touchdowns, but I don't think it's going to be easy. Yeah, I think about 2 touchdowns, but I don't think Arizona State is not going to lay down.
No, they're not.
They
right.
is not going to lay down. Because
they got that running back, man.
Because if they beat Colorado, it put them on a very high stage. Because Prime gonna be bringing them lights.
Yeah,
players at Arizona State, they gonna be ready for them lights because they gonna be getting exposure.
That's an away game, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And them boys gonna be ready to play. I mean, honestly, Arizona State is not a bad team. They got some nice corners back there. They got one nice receiver, and a D line is not that bad.
It's not bad, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's they not the greatest, but
they're solid.
I kind of think they kind of remind me of their defensive line. It's like the same with ours. They not big, but they not small. They kind of average.
Right.
So I think CU is probably gonna win by 2 touchdowns. But I feel like they're going to be in a dog fight. Maybe the first half.
Because they're going to bring their A game because of the lights are on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely going to do that.
I think every team CU run into, it's going to be a dog fight. Because just like Prime said, they not beating my team. They trying to beat me.
Yeah, they're trying to beat him.
They kind of put that on their resume.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They trying to put that on their resume. Man, I beat Prime. I played Prime in this team, and we beat them. And
Yeah,
Yada yada yada.
they act like he's playing.
Exactly. It's like it's like that's who they want to be, and like that's who they want to play against because they know Prime is gonna be bringing that stage.
All right, let me ask you this, because somebody made a good point about us giving up all these points. How do we stop giving up so many points? I know we were injured. I know I'm trying to get the benefit of the doubt because we were injured. Slusher's out. Well, Selman Craig is more than capable, so he's fine. What it is about the giving up so much points? Like it's just not getting pressure to the quarterback or stopping the running game.
I really think it's hard. I think it's hard.
Okay.
I think our defense lacks heart, man. They it's like if you think about it, Kermani was the only one I ever seen ever jam another team. Kermani is the only one I seen on the CU to jam another team. To jam another team. I don't know why. To jam another team with wide receivers.
Yeah, he
Cooper
was on.
Don't do it. I don't see none of them doing it.
Yeah, Kermani was low too. You see how low he was?
Yeah.
Just like Prime taught him, he was low.
So for me, I think they lack heart, and I also think that CU defense they think too much because they've been beaten so many times. It's like.
Or do you think they got to change their formation? How about that?
I think they need the right personnel out there. I think they need to look at players to see who match up well or like what defense play well together. Because I mean, just like we all know, Woods is not getting it. Woods is not getting it. But I hate how Prime treated Mitchell Robinson though. I think Jaquez could be a very good corner. I think he could be a very good corner. But they took him out because he made that one mistake. You know? It's like all the corners make mistakes. The linebackers make mistakes, the D line make mistakes. It's like he's not giving these guys enough time. He's not giving them enough space where they make mistakes, and maybe on that next down, they can correct it. You know what I'm saying? He
caught an interception.
When they match out, he just taking them out. You know what I'm saying?
He caught that interception the last game too.
Yeah, it's just like you killing their confidence. You know what I'm saying? You making them feel like they can't play. You making them feel like, you know what I'm saying, that they not good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like
you can't do that to a player.
It's kind of like, the way the team was put together. It's kind of like they're competing on every single play. Like you said, if you make one mistake, somebody's waiting to come in. Like Kermani came in. Kermani was so hungry, he was not going to be denied. He was not getting off that field. He was not going to be denied. Even he caught an interception, even though they ruled it a penalty. But the way he came across that field, that man is hungry.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because like Kermani trying to get to the next level. I mean, all them guys trying to get to the next level.
Yeah, but he got so many years left. He's just a freshman, so time is on his side.
Exactly. Or just like I said earlier, maybe Jaquez shouldn't play corner. Maybe he should play safety.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Basically, like move the guys around to see where they're comfortable at.
I was rooting for him. You know why? Because he did an interview with Life in Football. And when I listened to that interview, man, he was so confident in himself. He said he wanted to win the Thorpe. He said he got goals of winning the Thorpe Award. And I was rooting behind him. I wanted him to go out there and try to win that Thorpe, you know. And I understand that they got so many players they brought in, and it's just practice is so
If
competitive. Like you make one
yeah,
mistake, you out, you know.
right.
But
If
he
I
caught
was
that
Jaquez,
interception though.
yeah. I mean,
Good
if
read.
like I'm Jaquez, I'm leaving. And like for me, I would go to the Mountain West Conference. I would go to the Mountain West Conference.
Well, he will only have 1 year left, so because he transferred from Alabama, and he's a graduate student, right?
I
It's,
I think
it's
he is.
yeah. So
But
I guess I don't know.
I mean, if he transfer, he can still play though. For being a grad student.
Yeah, he could still play.
So it's like to me, there's a chance that you ain't gonna play here.
How about
You
Des
might
Moines
well
Kennedy?
go ahead and try to find a team where you could really ball out.
How about Des Moines Kennedy?
Man, I think a lot of them guys are gonna be leaving. I think a lot of them are going to hit that portal. I think Kennedy is gonna leave. I hope Jaquez leave. Um, uh, man, McWoods ain't going nowhere. I know he ain't going nowhere. If I was Breedlove, I would leave. You know, if I was there, I would try to get a better opportunity. It's like, to me, I think the Mountain West Conference is a very tough conference. I think people talk bad about the Mountain West Conference, but if you look at teams like Wyoming, they got a squad. Wyoming got a squad. Texas barely beat them. Texas barely beat Wyoming. Wyoming was dogging them for 3 quarters. They barely beat Wyoming. Wyoming have a squad. Like the Mountain West Conference, them teams are really good. Them are some really good teams over there. And it's like I was talking to my brother about it. I feel like with this transfer portal, I think the Mountain West is gonna be a top conference maybe in the next 5 years. I think so.
Let me ask you this: if you were a coach on Colorado and you have all these skill players, what do you do? How do you give them a chance? How do you do that? Like, how would you use Des Moines Kennedy because he's fast? Would you put him at inside linebacker, outside linebacker? How would you, because he's on special teams, right? We know he's on special teams. How would you work him in the game? Would you just go on practice alone, or like how would you do that? Because they got a dilemma. They got a dilemma because there's so many, like Jalen Ellis is not playing. They got so many players that.
You got Kofi, the guy from overseas.
Right. I don't know how they. Yeah.
You got another guy. It's a lot of linebackers back there. So
yeah, it's just.
I don't know if there was a Coach Prime idea to get the grad students and put them on special teams. That was like his whole thought to take Smoke and put them on special teams because they could trust them on special teams. I think it's hard. I think that how I was used, man, it's
really hard.
It's hard because for me, if I'm a coach, I'm looking at that leg injury. It's like I'm looking at that injury because it's like how quick can you get off? It's like how can you withstand a lineman that's like 300 some pounds? You know what I'm saying? Can you get off block? For maybe using like your bottom bottom half. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking
Right.
at a lot of things. If I want to have my linebacker though, man.
Yeah, they
I
just
mean,
super stacked, man, in certain positions.
Kennedy
It's just hard
played
to play
safety
everybody.
though. Like he played safety, linebacker / safety at
He
for
also
Alabama.
played special teams at Alabama. And one of the fastest people on the team, he was right neck and neck with him. That's how fast he is. So yeah, I don't know, man. They're really deep though in that position. So and they're gonna get deeper next year.
It,
I
it,
don't
it's
know.
it's kind of hard because like I think you want to play your grads because they got that experience. But if you looking at your grads, I mean like your grad players not being suitable to play, I mean at this point they just wasting their time. They just really wasting their time there. You know, if I don't know, man, if I was Kennedy, I'll just leave. I'll just go find another opportunity where I could play. Because my thing is, I don't even know why they play Shane Coates. Like I don't like Shane Coates at
Yeah,
all.
most of these like good programs, they all have depth. Look at Alabama. They have so many wide receivers. It's funny. So it's just the best one plays, I guess. That's how it is. Unless you go to another team like that can really use you. Like, because the NFL will find you wherever you are,
Exactly. Exactly. I
But
believe that 100%. I think that I honestly, if I was a grad athlete, man, I would go to the Mountain West. Man, on the real,
yeah, I wouldn't go.
I would. You know, it's crazy. This college season, I've been watching a lot of Mountain West teams.
I'm gonna have
I
to check it out more now that you said it.
look, okay, look, right.
What teams you looking at specifically?
I
Specifically,
like
excuse me.
I like Boise State, Colorado State. I like Wyoming.
Oh yeah, Boise State always been nice.
I like Wyoming. Portland. You know what? Portland is not a bad squad. Okay, so I was looking at the stats when they played Oregon. Do you know Oregon did not have a sack on them? They did not sack the Portland quarterback the whole game.
The whole game.
The whole game.
That offensive line is steady.
Like they blew them out on offense, but when they played defense, I mean, Portland quarterback, it's not a good quarterback. He's not good at all. But the fact that they never got a sack on him is mind-boggling.
It's
And
that offensive line.
And they got 7 on Shedeur.
Yeah, see, he stayed in the shotgun and they just threw the house at him. They took a gamble because they said, okay, we thinking 85% of the time he's gonna pass it. So we're just gonna take a chance on the blitz every time. And it worked out for him because there was a few times in the last game where they came right up the middle and got him. And then it was 2 others to his right and left. He couldn't even throw the ball away. It was just it closed in on him so fast. Only thing he could do is protect the ball and go down. But this game against USC, he got the ball out early in the beginning. He was throwing short passes like he did at TCU. And then they did get the running game, Hankerson, going. But then, yeah, it finally did break down. But, yeah, I don't know. There's something they got to improve on as the season going and leading up to next season. But I'm sure he'll be back, though. But the days that come, it was good talking to you. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Man, I didn't realize it was on this long. Sometime we can just go on and on. But I can't wait for this game again. I look for them not to struggle this game, even though that Arizona State is going to come with their A game. I think they should do a lot better. But you never know. It still can be a competitive game. You know, the emotion's going to be running high because they're going to bring their A game because the lights are on. But I'm just curious to see who's going to be. I'm always curious with this team who's going to be on the field. It's always a surprise to me. I'm just always curious to see, like this time we got surprised with Cormani and Miller. So who is it going to be this week coming up? So we'll see. I don't think Travis will be back this game. I think he'll be back soon, though.
Yeah. I mean, I think Slusher might show up. Slusher might show up this game. I would think that this would be the best game to get him really back into playing. I think the Arizona State game would be a great game for him to come back on. I kind of hold Trav too, but yeah. I mean, I guess whoever played good. I mean, whoever practiced good.
Yeah.
I guess those are kids that's gonna play. But I can't see Javon Antonio coming out there. I think Miller is gonna start over him. I think
They're gonna get Miller some touches. They definitely are.
Yeah, because like Miller got production. You know what I'm saying? Like
it seemed like he understands them routes too.
Yeah, like for me, Javon Antonio, he haven't in the past 5 games. I mean, he was out for like 2, but he ain't giving no production. He ain't giving no production at all. And
I like that. He said Shiloh, Ward, Cooper, and Cormani will be the starters. Cam and Cooper will be the starters.
That'd be nasty. That'd be a nice.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that'd be nasty out there.
Yeah, that'd be a nice.
And I think they will find their identity eventually. It's just early in the season. He put the team together. That's why he said he's still looking for it. He's looking for that right combination. And I think that might be it. Like you said, Shiloh, Ward, Cam, Cooper, and Cormani. Yeah, I like that.
I say put Big Jada out there, man, as nose tackle. Man, put Big Jada out there.
Did he play defense last game?
Yeah.
He played it. He played in the defense. I forgot
that. Tackle. I think he was number. I think he was number.
Damn, that's what's up.
57 or something like that.
Yeah, that I didn't realize that was Jolly. That's what's up. He made his way into the game, huh?
Yeah.
He said, "You gonna play me? I don't care where you play me at."
I think Jada played. I think Jada played the down with who is number 9
all right.
on defense.
I like that. I'm glad he got in the game. I wasn't even paying attention, so he did get in. Okay. That's a big dude, man.
Put Big Jada out there, man.
Is he like 300 pounds?
Yeah, he like 310.
Oh, he can clog that. Yeah, man.
315.
Yeah, I'm glad he got out there.
Yeah, he 315.
That means he was working hard in practice.
I mean, they don't got no D tackle that size, so like, y'all might as well put him out there and to see what he could do. You know?
Yeah, that was all right.
I was super happy for him. I'm like, dang, they put
that's a good look for him. Yep.
So I'm just curious who's gonna play linebacker.
Well, we know
Juju gonna be out there.
Yeah, we know he's gonna be out there. That's a given.
Man, but everybody else
just have to see Saturday. Yep, it's a toss up.
I'll put Kofi out there just to see what he could do.
Just to see what he can do, right?
Yeah.
And what if he get out there and just straight up dominate? That'll be crazy.
Bye Marvin Ham.
The Ham is not bad though.
I know he's not, but I think Ham is just playing the wrong position. I think
Oh,
Ham.
you think he's playing out of position? Man.
Yeah, I think Ham is playing the wrong position. I think if Ham really get it in on this off season, woke up a little bit, I think Ham is gonna be a star next year. I think Ham gonna be a star. I think him and number 95 made the D tackle.
That's what's his name. You be
Bishop.
talking about Bishop?
Bishop.
Yeah, Bishop is nasty.
Them two is my hopeful for next year. If Bishop
He
get in that
got
weight
4
room,
years left too.
yeah. If Bishop get in that weight room, and I hope Mark Henry come to see you on the off season. To really
Did he say
be
he would?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he said it?
Yeah. He was talking to Coach Mo. Nah, he was talking to Fidelia about it. He said he was gonna be there this summer.
Oh, if he come in this summer, they gonna get even stronger.
Yeah.
He don't play in that weight room, man.
Yeah, because like during the segment, he was talking to Coach Mo, and Coach Mo was like, you know what I'm saying, they was talking like, yeah, man should come out this summer, yada yada. Man, he was like, he was telling Coach Mo he was gonna show him some stuff. Then Neely put him on camera, and Neely was interviewing him. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna be out here this summer. Maybe showing how to power lift, how to strength. He was saying he was showing them how to get stronger.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's gonna have a power lift program and a strengthening program. And he was like, maybe in the next 3 years, these guys are gonna be the most strongest guys in the conference.
Oh, I believe it.
I'm like, gee, can you imagine
He gonna have them passing out in the weight room.
Man, Mark Henry out there? Oh my God. I'm like, man, I can't wait to see it.
Man, so so what they gonna do with so they trying to bring him in as a consultant, or
I don't know. You know, Coach Prime got his ways, man. You know, Coach Prime could sweet talk people, man.
Because that defensive line is gonna get better when Sapp comes.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna get better. I think he's trying to, you know, I think he has to finish his degree or something like that. Yeah. That's a requirement.
I'm looking for McNeil.
Oh, McNeil. I like McNeil.
I don't think Leonard Payne gonna be there. I think this is last year.
Oh, he a senior? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think this is Leonard Payne last year.
Yeah, McNeil was nice.
Maybe Shad Wallace gonna be there. McNeil, Shad Wallace. I don't think Shane Coates. He might stay for another year.
I didn't notice that. I wasn't paying attention to the offense. Did McCrimmon get in? Jeremiah McCrimmon?
I don't think he's gonna play this year.
He's not gonna play this year. But he's like a sophomore, right? Freshman, sophomore.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think he's like a sophomore. He got enough time to develop. Rock will be back next year. Yeah, they're gonna get better. Better. I mean, they're good, but they're gonna get even better. Definitely, like he said.
If they get in that weight room and like, man, they get serious. Because one thing I was thinking last year, I feel like they wasn't focused, like doing like the strength thing in like the condition section. It kind of seemed to me like they were playing a lot. You know, they didn't look like really dialed in, but I kind of think they're gonna dive in like really deep dive.
Well, a lot of them, they're gonna have the benefit of having both spring sessions. You know how they they lift in the spring. A lot of them, even Kermani, he's gonna have the benefit of being in the spring this time instead of coming on late. So he'll have that extra benefit, and he's only going to get stronger as well. So yeah, it's just a matter of time. Like he said, he was like, this team is gonna even be better next year. But man, good talking to you. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. But
All right, brother.
yeah, man, we gotta do it again.
I got a question. So, what day do you stream? Because I kind of just jumped in.
It's hard because I try to do it whenever I can. Like I don't do it every day because I gotta work. So I like watching other people's streams during the day. Like who was streaming earlier?
For Life and Football, I seen Life and Football.
Yeah, Life and Football. It was somebody else. What's his name?
Remember David Tall Buff was like streaming.
Yeah, he streamed a little bit. It was somebody else that streamed a long time. What's his name, y'all? Real quick. I forget. I'm subscribed to him. I'm not thinking of the channel right now. I'll be watching him during the day. But then I try to. What's his name?
Talking about Rob?
Yeah, Rob. Yeah.
Yeah, Rob stream every day at 12.
Yeah, I'll be watching him because he be having a huge panel. I watch all of them actually, just about everybody. If they stream and if I'm at work, I listen to them while I'm working. Just to keep it caught up, because sometimes they'll break news and stuff because I don't have time to look at it. Then I'll see what's going on with the news. Life and Football, he streams about 3 times a day, so I usually catch him. And most of them, they be going to the games. So I like their streams when they go to the games.
Yeah.
So I think Life and Football, he's been to every game except for one.
Man, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing, man.
Yeah, he's been to every game except for one. Yep.
Yeah.
He went to that Oregon game.
Man.
So that's what's up. I like watching them, especially when he was there. Big Dog Chico went to a few games. I think he said he's trying to go to, I forget what game I think he's trying to go to game next week, if I'm not mistaken. But he got some interviews out with the parents. That's what I like what he's doing.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah, it is tight. He got the interviews with the parents. He got Mata's parents. He's gonna be interviewing Mata's parents soon, and I think he's interviewing Kermani's mother.
Dang.
So yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, because it's like you would kind of get some insight.
Yep.
On like the recruits, you know what I'm saying, and like how they are, you know what I'm saying, how they was kind of raised and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, each channel brings something different. That's what I like about it. Like you get something different. Like for him, you get the interview with the parents, and also he played football. He played at Alabama at Birmingham. So you get that perspective from somebody that actually played that level. So I like listening to him break the plays down and stuff like that.
Yeah, I never dived into football until this year.
I mean, I never vlogged on it until this year. I mean, I was watching Jackson State, and then I was like, okay, he's going to Colorado. I said, okay, that's pretty historic. I was like, then I looked back. I said, has there been any other HBCU coaches go to Power 5? And I looked, and it was none. So I was like, he's the only one. So I like, we're documenting a moment in time.
Yeah.
You know, we're documenting a moment in time. You know, he used to do, Coach Prime he's a media magnet. He's always been in the media. Remember he had the reality show?
Yeah, the Prime 2.0. That was my show, man.
Yeah, it was funny because now you look back and Shador and them was so young.
Oh,
now
man.
to look at them now, you know? So, yeah.
Man, that was my show. That was like one of my favorite shows on YouTube.
Yeah, he was like 11 years old at the time, like 12 or 13 or something like that.
Yeah.
To look at him now, you know? So it's kind of crazy how he literally groomed them kids to play football. That's crazy.
And it's like watching like all these streams. It's like everybody got me into recruiting. Like
Oh yeah, they talk about recruiting. Yep.
I never paid this much attention into recruiting.
See, that's what I do. I don't focus on the recruiting. I go to them for that. Like they'll talk more so about the recruiting, who's coming, stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I got to watch out for this kid now. You know, like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's an interesting topic because the way Colorado go about their business, they incorporate social media, and that's what's making this work. That's a huge part of it.
And he's giving everybody a job. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, it's a family atmosphere.
It's
you know.
So crazy. Everybody got it's like it's so wild now. It's like, man, it's like,
dude, it's like the way they even came up even more. Like I would watch them at Jackson State, how they were perfecting it, how they were. It's like first person. It's like you feel like you're part of the team. They don't give a lot away. They just give enough. So, but yeah, man, that's a whole big part of making this work. It's like reality TV almost. It's like reality TV, and then all the other teams benefit from playing them. It's crazy. Yeah, Well Off Media just hit 400,000 subs. Yeah, it's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get bigger as the season going. It'll probably be over that before the season ends. But it's like reality. Yeah, it's reality TV, right? But it's real. It's real, and the other teams are benefiting off of it as well. And I heard that some other teams had reached out to him because they wanted to incorporate how they wanted to do what he's doing, you know. So, and it helps the players.
They don't got the charisma for it.
Famous. Huh?
Coaches don't have the charisma. They don't have what Prime has.
Yeah, you do need that. I see Eddie George; he can pull it off where he's at if he decide to do it. But yeah, he got the charisma, and he got it all, man.
See, like my thing is, I think coaches fear to be honest. I think Prime don't really care.
No, he honest as fuck. Yeah, he's honest. Oh, you signed it. Oh, he exit out. Yeah, Prime is honest. Like that's one thing I could say about him. He like, look, this is what it is. I think the players like it, man. This the whole social media thing. He got it working. It's reality TV. That's why everybody's tuned in. Wherever he go, it's like that. But it's funny watching him on a reality show back in the day and see how those kids were so young to how they grew. It's like they grew up in front of your face to what they're doing now. So yeah. But guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Let me see. I'll probably come back. The game is Saturday. Maybe I'll get a vlog in Friday. Do it Friday. Leading up to that game. Arizona State. That's an away game again. So that's going to be exciting. It's an away game, and they got to win this game. As far as I'm concerned, they can win out. But we'll see. Like he said, they're still trying to find their identity. So, but yeah, man, this game is going to be good. Like they got to win it. I don't care. You know, Shedeur, he can pass for whatever he got to do. They got to win the game. Whatever he got to do. But I guarantee he gonna get on his bike. He said the coaches are too secretive with games. They have to be. They can't give us anything because the other teams are watching. So they can't. They got to be secretive. That's why we don't know the depth chart. We don't know why certain players are not playing. They could be injured, but they're not going to tell you that. So I think they need to stay that way. Oh, man, get out of here, man. You said click or billionaire child labor you. Y'all something else. No, man, you go there shit. If I was a player, I want the clicks. You know, I'm surprised I know they were talking about Kermani, like, are you gonna be vlogging or what? What's up with your vlogging? He said he about to get, but he grinding right now. He's not worried about the vlogging. But you said Shiloh and Trav might be back. We'll see. We'll see Saturday. But all right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.